This is Jonah Hill, and you're listening to the only podcast that matters.
Bro gang, we are joined by the Don Dada of deflation. No Urkel's on his team, that's why he wins ton. He didn't found art, the art found him. Custom sculpture? Yeah, that's a rim job. You buying Jown, he's on his found object. The signature is the signature. Collects more butts than a toilet seat. King of the canvas. Emirate of the epoxy. Pockets full, but his balls flat. Art money mobster. Welcome to the club, she. The net worth is his net worth. The multimedia maestro. Admirable of the autograph. Artist, Tyrrell Winston. Tyrrell, what's up?
Wow. It's great to be here. That was a fucking intro.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Give that to your gallery.
Thank you. I will.
Long time coming. Good thing we got you right before you fucking left the town, you know?
I know.
Absconded to the D.
I know.
To the
know.
D, dude.
Crazy.
Would you buy like a whole block in Detroit?
I mean, we might. You never know.
So you're going to become a frequent patron of Mom Spaghetti?
Oh, yeah. I don't know about that.
Is that what it's called, actually?
Yeah.
Jesus fucking Christ, dude.
Eminem, come on the
It's
pod.
a completely spaghetti-themed
It's a
restaurant?
spaghetti in a box.
Okay. Well, Tyrrell, long time coming.
And what? We've been trying to make this happen.
We've been trying. You're like, yeah.
Like, yeah, I just had a kid.
You're like, let me get something to promote when I got to shill some fucking sneakers, dude. We're happy to have you regardless, even if we've been blown off for multiple years on end.
Yeah, it's probably been 2 years.
I was gonna say something like
Pandemic,
that.
child.
Yeah. A lot of fucking weak excuses, if you ask me.
Yeah.
Fucking bullshit.
Totally. It's all bullshit.
The first thing we want to do, speaking of these fucking sneakers that you're here to plug, we're going to do a little fit check.
Okay.
The choice for you, sir, is when you walk us through the totality of your outfit, us in the audience at home. You can start top down or you can start bottom up.
We go bottom up.
Yeah.
We go bottom up.
How convenient.
Always.
Yeah.
Always.
What did you wear to the crib
Not a
today?
RoboCop.
Yeah.
Not a
reference.
RoboCop.
Detroit
Not-
reference.
Yeah. What did you wear to the crib today?
I mean, I got the MA socks on.
Well, you got to start with the fucking piece de
Everyone knows
resistance.
that we leave our shoes at the door because this is an Asian household.
Okay.
Yeah, we're here to promote your sneakers. Dude.
No.
You literally blew it immediately.
So we have
try back
we
into
have
that-
we
should
have
we come back to that 2
we have the
years?
Club Me's,
The Club Me's.
the Club Me's, the
Wow.
Club T's, or the Club C's.
Yeah.
Um.
The Club She's, man.
Club She's.
Smash, eh?
So I've been working with Reebok to make these shoes happen for 3+ years.
So you've been blowing them off more than you've blown us off.
Yeah, pretty much.
Wow.
Actually,
The only
yes.
people treated with more disrespect than the only podcast that matters. And they talk
3
about
years in the
an exclusive
making.
club.
Yeah.
We have a whole section on the Club She's.
Okay. So should we
okay.
not spoil any details then in terms of the tooling and the fabric and the details?
Yeah, let's get into that later.
Okay.
Original
Sure.
logo
Later.
work.
So then I have the MA socks.
Shout out to fam. Teddy says hello, by the way. I saw him yesterday. He said, give Tyrell a big kiss for me. He's the best.
Did you?
And I said, no, I'm not going to do that.
Make it
but
a
I
sloppy
will,
one. Make
I will
it
send you
sloppy.
regards.
Give a little smooch.
I will when he leaves.
Then I got the Ben Edgar 500s.
Yes.
boy.
What's the review of those?
Oh,
What's your biased review?
my biased review.
A fellow artiste.
fellow artiste,
An object maker.
an object maker.
An objectman.
He is. I have two pairs, two different sizes, one baggier. This is 34 that I got taken in. I have the 32s.
Damn. Okay. A pair for every occasion.
A pair for every occasion. These are like outside of, I pretty much just wear vintage Levi's
Right.
and just like Carhartt pants in the studio or Dickies. These are my favorite pants.
Yeah. Are they
Yeah.
about to get fucked up in the stew with some?
No, I won't.
splatters?
I
Oh,
won't.
no.
I will
These
not.
are dress jeans.
These are dress jeans. These
What do
are
you
dress
think of
jeans.
guys that wear paint splatter denim?
Yeah, totally.
I mean, I think it's ridiculous. I wear it in the studio because it is actually paint.
Are you
splattered.
afraid that people would see you and be like, this fucking, like another artist would be like, this
I honestly don't even give a fuck. I think the funny thing is like I won't wear my studio pants out of the studio because I mean it's like I
Those
said.
are stew
it's-
pants.
I feel like that's the
Those
whole
are-
point of being an
Those
artist
are
is to wear
studio
your
pants,
gear out
and
on
like
the
a
street.
lot of them like there's it's not just paint but there's like resin on them or whatever and it looks like piss or semen.
Yeah.
And it's like I'm not trying to
You can make
that away.
Yeah,
can
we're
make,
gonna put that piss in a bottle
Yeah.
for later.
Well, like those Margiela
Exactly.
sneakers, like those paint splattered Margielas, you could do some epoxy or resin splattered Margielas and they look like the cum Jellas.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Exactly. I mean, I have Club C's that are covered in resin, and it's like wear 'em in the
You wore like
studio.
Jowns in the stew exclusively, right?
I mean, I just wear Club C's in the
Okay.
studio. So Jones, Eric Emanuel, just
all the
normal
homies.
ones. Yeah, all the homies. Even though I have never met Justin.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Found object.
Yeah. Shout out Justin Saunders, wherever you are, buddy.
No holes in these jeans.
No.
Moving on up.
Yeah.
Uniqlo,
The beefy white tee.
Uniqlo U, double XL.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Uniqlo U.
Yeah.
Because people love Uniqlo tees, but I didn't know that Uniqlo.
Well, this has
the
box your
neck.
Oh,
This has some
fat
heft.
beef neck.
Yeah, this has some
Yeah.
robustness.
That's a beefy
to it.
neck.
It's kind of like a vintage champion neck, you know?
The chains sit better on the beef.
They
You know what I'm saying?
They do. They do.
Let's put the chains off and let's talk about the hoodie and the coat.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
The hoodie is camber.
Okay. The
Super-
first name in heavy ass fucking hoodie.
Yeah.
super
Jesus.
warm.
Mm-hmm.
And the coat is Drake's.
I spotted that a mile away. It's the same one that you wore in our little promo pics for our live show.
So,
that
like-
polo officer's coat.
It's fucking amazing.
When I
It's
kick flipped
diesel.
over my co-host.
There we
Sans board.
When you jumped over the jump, man.
Jumped over the dump man.
Shades.
go. I'm a.
Shades inside. This is like celebrity podcasting.
These are tinted though. These are like
Yeah, it's your
see-
Jack Nicholson shit a little bit.
Exactly.
A man after my own heart.
You think of Jack Nicholson,
Mhm.
Lou Adler.
Lawrence
Who-
Schlossman.
I wanted, so when they made these shades, I was like, I hope they look good on my face
Mhm.
because I've been looking forever for a pair of glasses I can wear inside. You can still see my eyes.
They're not prescription though. You're just
No, I mean, I'm blind as a motherfucker.
Okay. We can tell by your art, bro.
damn.
Got his ass.
Got me.
That's why
Damn.
the
Got
pictures
me.
are so big.
Got me.
He's like, I can't wait to come on and keep it real positive. So my bad, bro.
No, you're good. You're good.
The first of many barbs.
Oh, I mean, I'm ready for him.
Okay,
I'm ready
great.
for him. I've blown you guys off for so long.
Yeah, you honestly
You know?
I
earned
knew
it,
what was
bro.
coming. So a lot of rage built up inside of us.
So when Teddy dropped the Jack Nicholson ones, you're like, this is it.
Exactly.
I need 10 pair.
I mean, I was late to ask, so I actually had to buy these ungrailed.
Wow. Stars. They're just like us.
Yeah, right?
Damn,
Right?
free plug for
and on the
Grailed.
dome piece?
Yeah. Let's talk about it. 'Cause
This-
This is smoking. No pun
This
intended.
is one of the first product that I'm going to launch. So
Exclusively on your own versus like a collaboration.
Exactly.
And you will be
Um,
hearing from us about
I need
some
this,
free
dude.
ones.
As a, well,
you guys already are on the
We're on
seating
flow
list.
team? Oh,
Yeah.
there we
is
fucking
that
go.
the Winston W or did you freak that? It looks a little extendo.
I mean, yeah, it's a Winston W.
No C and D's coming your way yet?
Not yet.
I mean,
Fingers
hey,
crossed.
it's
You got to get a
free-
lawyer?
It's free publicity.
When do
It's
those-
artistic interpretation.
Yeah.
Exactly.
When do these drop?
March 5th, my birthday.
Really? Wow. Okay. Well, happy early birthday.
Thank you.
And I can't wait to get my gift on your birthday.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes.
Now let's get into the Jew.
Yeah, come on, dude.
Okay.
Look at you fucking blinged out. You're gold, almost all gold, everything besides, well, we'll get to that one chain.
So I was in this mode for a while where I would sell a big piece of work or have a good show and I would buy myself
An I love me gift.
started to change once I got married and you know, you can't have too many I love me gifts. You have
Right.
to have I love you gifts as well.
Sure.
They can't all be attaboys.
Exactly.
Too many pats
So
on the back of man's bruised up.
I have this thin gold chain. I bought this like 5 years ago. It was the first piece of jewelry I ever bought. And I'd sold a piece for like $2,000 and I spent like $400 on a chain. And I was
Not bad.
like, that's so much money. Like,
Decent rate of return.
you know,
20% of the piece.
2016 selling a piece for $2,000. Like I had a shit ass mouse infested like, art studio and it was like $200 a month. So that was like almost a year's rent
Right.
for me. So
Sure.
it's like, this is incredible.
So that was the first one.
That was the first like piece I think I had sold for over $1,000.
What do they go for now? What's your average price
Average
per piece?
Well,
PPP.
I mean, it depends. I'd say my sweet spot right now is like 15 to 25.
If I just want like 5 balls, like a 5 ball piece.
I don't do 5 balls.
Okay.
I do
You do
7.
20 pieces
Below,
above.
5 balls are below his pay grade.
I do.
dude.
I do 7.
7 and above.
7 by 7 by 7.
You have like a
7.
you have like the nice McDonald's person throwing an extra ball, like an extra nugget.
No. I mean,
For you, off the back of the truck.
the requests I get though are kind of
What's the biggest?
wild.
Yeah, someone
The
been like, I need to
biggest?
do 100 by 100.
Was it D-snide?
I have a piece in this private collection in Mexico City that's 275 balls.
Wow. Oh, total.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's
that's a lot.
it's
No free balls. None of
No.
those. Every one of those is paid for.
Yeah, exactly.
Accounted
exactly.
for.
Exactly.
How many feet is that?
it's like 25 feet long by I think like 10 feet high.
So it's like the hero piece of the fucking crypt. It's got to be.
Well, I mean, this is like a collection, and they have like Ai Weiwei, Jeff Koons. Like,
Those are
yes,
two
it's a hero
artist
piece.
Yeah.
It's a hero
Yeah,
piece.
yeah, yeah.
The hero piece.
It's a
next
hero
to
piece.
fucking
Yes.
balloon dog.
Exactly. Exactly.
Bunch of
And a
Murakami flowers.
marble iPhone. Murakami and Ai Weiwei are not the same
No,
person.
I know. I forgot which
Fucking
Asian
racist
artist he
over
said 10
here.
seconds later.
He drops the urn.
Excuse me, a bunch of clay pots.
No, he drops the Han Dynasty urn, bro.
Yeah,
Come on.
that's
Exactly.
when I said clay pot. That's
So
what I meant.
first chain, check.
yeah, next chain.
Second
What came next?
chain.
He's got 3
I
chains.
traded.
That is a thicker.
I
link.
traded this for 2 drawings.
Ooh,
a while
really?
ago.
Just
Yeah.
like
some guy came to the studio and
He's like, he opens up his trench coat. He's like, yo, I got
Yeah,
chains,
what
I
do
got
you
chains, I
want,
got
dog?
chains.
and and I was like, that's sick.
okay.
He took it off his neck.
How often are people bartering gold jewelry for?
Very
works?
rarely, but I think like he works in jewelry, so
Okay.
it was kind of like
So you
That
know
was your
he's
first
legit.
time meeting him, and you
no.
Okay.
I'd met him
I
before.
was gonna say that's a bizarre proposition on rip. You know.
And then this Louis chain.
Mhm.
that's
Heard of this designer.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Virgil sent this to me before my first show in Detroit in 2020. So I think this is like one of the sample ones.
Oh shit.
I think me, Ben Edgar, and Offset.
Oh shit.
So,
That's
you
an
know,
exclusive.
they're-
Speaking of clubs,
they're in
that's an
good
exclusive
company.
club,
They're
yeah.
in good company.
Yeah.
Did you get to know Virgil through Ben, or did he find you through your art?
Virgil found me through my art. I actually kind of started talking to Virgil before I think Ben and I became friends. And Ben is like one of my best friends. And then it just so happened that, you know,
Right. Small worlds.
They have been,
Homies forever.
yeah.
And
So
shout out
Virgil
Chuck
sent
Anderson as
you
well.
this
Shout out to
fucking
Brilliance.
fat Cuban link. When your wife like sent you flowers, where you're like, honey, like this is fucking bullshit. Like this is like
rocks.
a new bar has been set.
Yeah.
Exactly. I mean, I had asked him about, the chain, and he's just like,
Take it.
what's your Addy?
Oh wow.
And it came.
What's your address?
Send address.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, actually, you could say it. Well, actually, this does come out tomorrow, so
So
people can still have time to pull up on you and
Right.
skyrocket the value of those pieces.
right.
God forbid.
So
So I'm sure that chain for you now is super cherished.
yeah, I mean, I wear
Memento,
it.
right?
I don't take a lot of the jewelry off. I sleep in most of my stuff. I don't.
Oh,
not this chain.
Butt ass naked,
But-
just mad chains on.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. I mean, I'm weird like that. Like,
You don't say.
I won't shower with my watch on, but
Right.
I literally don't take any of this stuff.
Do you jerk off with the rings on?
Yep, all of them.
It makes it a more luxurious experience.
does.
There's 2
It
types of
does.
people in this world.
Uh-huh.
Those that jerk off with the rings.
What about you? What do you take yours off to beat?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I just want all human.
He wants to be as aerodynamically
Yeah,
efficient as
okay.
possible.
only organic matter touches this meat.
Okay.
Is
Yeah.
gold not from the earth?
You're right.
These-
It's made on Earth.
These do not come off though.
No.
But those 2 are all 4.
No.
Pretty much like
Oh,
sometimes
4
I'll take
rings.
this off.
Mhm.
This comes off in this chain, but everything else,
Stays on.
2 chains, earrings.
Right. Speaking of the watch, you don't shower, and let's get to that. Let's ID that fucking
So
Rolly.
this was this is a
Smack.
Rolex 1985 two-tone Datejust.
Birth year.
Birth year.
Nice.
Oh, look at you guys. Did you research?
Did we?
We graduated senior from college.
Okay, so
Yeah, but I'm
just
86.
a good guess. Good guess.
Damn, you're younger than I thought. You look like shit, dude.
No, thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
So,
So an
pretty hot Bloody Marys.
85
Datejust.
two-tone.
Yeah.
Beautiful watch.
It is a beautiful watch. I got this, I think, 2020.
Kind of a recent.
kind-
Well, not that recent, I guess. But
I had a number I wanted to hit with a certain show, and I hit it, and I was like, I'm buying a Rolly.
Little attaboy.
There
Yeah.
we go.
An attaboy Rolly.
if
an
the audience
attaboy-
at home
and-
takes away anything from this podcast, it's you got to reward yourself.
Yeah.
No one else is
exactly.
going to do it.
You've earned it.
Exactly.
Fuck it. Buy that
So-
thing.
Yeah.
So,
Cop that, John.
but the story behind this, it's actually quite sentimental. When I was a little kid, my dad's a pastor,
Mhm.
and I remember he got like a Fossil watch, and that to me was probably 2nd or 3rd grade. That was like the barometer of luxury.
A watch
Yeah.
bought at the
like,
mall.
and I
On a
remember,
pastor's salary. That makes sense.
and I remember being like, "That's so cool. That's so nice."
But you wanted to flex on God.
I wanted exactly, and I was like, I want to watch like that. And I had a play date with a friend
Oh shit.
whose dad was this. Like very robust German food distributor, and he picks
So fat ass crown.
he picks us up in a champagne color. I think it was S500, S600 Mercedes. And
It's a Benzo.
he's like, you can sit in the front seat. And I see he has, I don't know if it was an 85, but he has a two-tone.
You're like, oh, that's a nice fossil.
Rolex. And I said that. I said, oh, that's a nice watch. Is that a fossil? And he just kind of chuckled. Like he wasn't, he wasn't being
Get out of my car.
He wasn't being an asshole.
Fucking broke boy.
He's like, no, this is a Rolex. And I was just like, oh. And I remember right then I was like, I'm gonna have one of those watches.
Damn.
And
You were right. You called your own shot.
Smash
I did.
cut to 18 years later, whatever.
Called your own shot like another fat
Yeah.
man.
yep,
The babe, baby.
exactly.
Nice. I like that.
Exactly.
That's fucking beauty, dude. Are you
Thank
one? Do you have a collection at this point or you're one watch
I'm
back?
starting.
Oh, okay.
Like this is the first, and I'm like right now I'm
Building up.
building. I'm
But that's the daily driver.
yeah.
Got it.
I think the next one's going to be an 85 presidential with the.
Oh, you're
bar-
going birth year across the. That's like
That's kind of my
the
thing
bare
right
minimum.
now.
Okay.
That's kind of my thing right now.
All right.
Just all gold.
Get it how you live, dog. Shit.
Exactly.
Okay.
All gold 85s.
We
Is that
said-
all the jewels?
No,
What
we
else
said the
got?
4 rings. I don't know. We got a pinky ring with the W for Winston. No? What is that? Is
Yeah,
that
and
W?
I get like all this stuff minus my wedding band. Like most of the stuff I get is at Popular Jewelry.
What about this? What is that? What kind of
that?
jewel
Is
is that?
an 11 karat citrine.
Okay.
So
It's big.
It's gaudy.
Fucking beefy.
It is.
Looks like the
Love
collar
it.
on your t-shirt.
I love it.
Yeah, that'll leave
I
a mark
love
on
it.
somebody's forehead for sure.
Exactly.
Yeah,
And then we got a bracelet as well, another link.
Yeah, I mean these are just again attaboys.
Yeah.
You know?
100%. And then lest we forget the panties. What kind of underwear are we rocking with?
We are
Oh, and we could
On the
in
belt.
in the belt,
Polo, Ralph Lauren. That's kind of all I wear.
too. Loren. Fancy.
Lauren, sorry.
What's the belt?
A May.
Oh yeah.
One of these
Little
purple
braided.
Boxer briefs, right? Not boxers, boxer briefs
Yeah,
from Ralph Lauren.
briefs.
Okay,
Yeah,
thank you.
boxer briefs.
All right.
No, this is like the boxer boys, of which he is the captain of the squad. They've been
Yeah.
having a little bit of a
Gen
moment.
Z Jimmy is on the right side of history once again.
Dominique.
I was born in the 86,
Dominic,
but I'm actually 22.
you watch Euphoria?
No.
Okay.
The guy
well,
that sang for half the finale, he wears boxers.
Dominic Fike apparently got paid by Calvin Klein to say that he wears boxers.
And
The-
you
the
were
sundress
sipping
for men.
on Points Finest and
The Heineken.
Heidi. Can we talk about like honest and to be clear for the audience at home, James and I are drinking Budweisers because we have self-respect. Is Heineken your favorite beer?
These days it is.
Really?
Why? It's so bad.
It tastes skunk, no?
I don't know.
I was almost embarrassed to buy it. I
Well,
was like, I
I
hope I'm not
mean-
on the fucking bodega camera.
Lawrence is like, yo, should I get a 12? I'm like, fuck no.
Yeah,
Get
I
a
was
6
like,
and
No,
a
don't get a
6.
12. 12 would just annihilate.
Well, because we're not.
Well, we got
having a
we got
fucking
6 for you and
sip,
6
dude.
for us.
Yeah, there we go.
Damn. All right. I mean, listen. I guess you can't have great
To
taste
each his
across the
own.
board.
I know.
Damn, all right.
High low. It's what my
Wow,
Well, the
this
green,
is-
the green bottle goes
It
great.
looks- yeah,
the
it
green
looks
bottle goes great with the gold.
Right?
That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah, the green bottle definitely looks good in terms of the taste. I think that it leaves a lot to be desired, but
Fit
You're
check,
the guest.
fit check complete.
it's your life, baby.
Tyrrell, it's been 3 years. Would you like to get into the meat and potatoes of this podcast?
Oh yeah, let's do it.
yes,
You are an artist.
I am.
You are known mainly for your work that references sports and kind of marries the two worlds of sports and art, desecration, vandalism, co-opting the celebrity around athletes. My question for you is, do you still have all the piss that you collected for a year?
Yeah, it's in 8 gas tanks.
Why did you do this? Was it just like,
Yeah, explain the.
is this just something that like, you're like, yo, I didn't want to leave the stew. I had to take a piss. And then you're
Yeah.
like, oh, actually it's an art project.
Well, it's
I'm in album mode.
It's it's kind of. I moved into a. I won't say. I mean, it's a giant studio compared to what I'd had before. Like 3 weeks after lockdown happened.
Okay.
And I almost felt bad going to the studio because like that's when everyone was like, you like stay home, stay in place, whatever. And I was like, I don't want to really be walking around the studio building. So I just started pissing.
There was communal
in-
bathrooms.
Yeah, there's
Okay.
communal bathrooms. And I just started pissing in like bottles that I'd have around the studio. And then my studio, it's like about a 2-mile walk from my apartment. And it's a very industrial area. And I started noticing just like piss bottles all
Yeah,
over.
it's a signature feature of the city. I would say.
It is the
but
Amazon
also,
delivery
like,
drivers.
It's
Yeah.
also, yeah, it's like
Cabbies,
truck,
et cetera,
truck
yeah.
drivers,
Yeah.
whatever. So I started thinking about it, and then I was like, I'm some troll or someone had said, oh, this guy's work isn't worth his weight in gold or its weight in gold, and I was
It's
like,
waiting piss.
yeah, and so I was like, I'm
Thanks for
gonna
the free idea.
literally, and I was like, I'm gonna pee and I'm gonna weigh my pee and I'm gonna take this photo of 160 pounds of my own piss.
Your literal weight. in
my
gold.
literal weight in gold.
Damn. Okay.
Then I was like, how can I take piss further?
Ooh.
So
That guy's a piss artist.
yeah, piss artist.
Taking piss to the brink.
But like
Piss to the max.
So much of my work is rooted in like art history. You guys have heard of Piss Christ? I'm assuming.
yes.
Well, because of
Serrano.
Because of Supreme.
favorite streetwear.
That's how we discover all artists.
Yeah, I think that's how everyone.
This is my
discovers
Lord wore
artists.
Supreme.
I did wear my
hero
little
shirt.
Supreme
Okay.
Picasso flip.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I was like, what can I do that kind of has a conversation with that? So this piece has not been released. I'm waiting to release it.
This piece.
This piece. It's an American flag filled with 160 pounds of my own pee.
Oh, hell yes.
Wow.
Can you
So-
tell like what days, like maybe you were had a late night the night before and the pee's a little more golden, a little more honey brown,
Pee
you know?
is so disgusting. Like, and it gets sediment and it starts to settle.
Oh, it like separates
So-
like oil and vinegar?
Yes.
Or like a natural wine?
Yes. So it looks like
This piss has got some great legs.
Like pee at the bottom looks like miso soup.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
It's like Shrek took
How
a bath.
tempted have you been to ever take a little sip?
Oh God, no. If you smell that, I don't even have my assistant deal with that. Like that.
Shout out Zebo.
Yes. Shout out Zebo. Zebo's the man.
You literally took the piss to the max like TJ, man. Holy
Yeah.
shit. Are you familiar with what piss maxing is? Have you ever heard about this? It's like
Piss
so it was a
maxing.
trend. I mean, it's like an internet trend. I don't know how real it was, but people would like drink. You can basically consume as much water or liquids as possible until you're like literally, so you max out like the amount of piss, and then you have like the most satisfying pee ever. It's like some weird. I just remember seeing.
I don't do that.
Okay.
Did you ever collect anyone else's piss, or
No,
is this pure
no.
dubs?
That would be forsaking the art.
You know, I have dealt with some pretty gnarly materials over the course of my career. Maybe I'll revisit them. I mean, used cigarette butts. I'm
Right.
in no hurry to revisit that work. COVID, all this
Sure.
shit. I was constantly sick, surprised when I was making
You
all
know
that
what I'm
stuff. I used to work with a lot of
Did you
like,
quit smoking?
yeah, I've quit.
How many times have you quit?
I mean, I quit yesterday.
Nice. Oh yeah, dude.
Congrats.
I mean,
Me both, brother.
See, but this is the thing. When I like smoking Newports,
Yeah.
and now
Mhm.
Winston cigarettes has a menthol.
Really?
And so this is very on brand for me.
This is God telling you you need to keep smoking.
Yeah. So I mean, I give myself
Little treat.
a treat a few times a week.
a little attaboy.
A little attaboy.
like, oh, I drank 6 beers. Let me get a pack.
I'm an attaboy guy.
Yeah. You know,
We're
a
all
little
attaboys,
indulgence
attagirls.
here and there never hurt
Exactly.
anybody.
Exactly.
Speaking of Zebo, a little ginger birdie did tell me that
ginger birdie.
yeah, so handsome. You have experienced some pretty gnarly studio situations. Sounds like now you're situated nice, sitting pretty
I
out
still
in
don't have
fucking
heat.
Bushwick. Oh, you still don't have
Okay.
heat.
Yeah.
But
Good luck finding heat in Detroit, bro.
what was like your worst studio situation previous to what you're in now?
I mean, I was in this. So I was this place, 929 Broadway. It's literally right under the Myrtle Broadway JMZ
Mhm.
stop. And that is
Yikes.
like truly insanity 24/7.
Some good food options there though.
Yeah.
Little Caesars, McDonald's, Popeyes.
Literally the
I mean,
butthole of the five boroughs is what you're talking about.
no, that's Staten Island.
Okay.
Staten
Yeah,
Island.
true.
And I have
No, no,
lived
I
on
mean-
Staten Island for 3 years. So I know.
Why?
What?
Yeah.
Wait, why?
My condolences.
I went to Wagner College
Oh, which is on Staten.
on Staten Island.
Damn.
And I lived there for 3 years.
Yeah.
How was that? You and fucking Skeet Davidson just chilling?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. All the time. All the time. No,
You and fucking RZA and the Jizza and
it's
Shaolin.
It
the
is
piss
finest.
it is such a weird. It is so segregated.
Ghostface
It's
pizza.
Italians,
Right.
and then like everyone else,
Right.
the racists.
the racists
And the people
then-
they hate
Yeah,
cohabitating
Yeah.
all on one
it
rock.
is wild. It is wild. So I never
the
go
most
back.
dangerous game, dude.
Staten Island still doesn't allow gay people in their St. Patty's Day parade.
Yes, that's
That
right.
does not surprise me.
Yeah. Interesting.
Unlike Manhattan, which outlawed that practice in 2014.
Doesn't Ireland have a gay PM?
Yeah, this is. It's Irish Americans. Don't worry
Irish
about
Americans. I know. I'm just saying. Oh, yeah. Right. Oh,
One
don't
down.
worry. Another Heine coming
it.
right
Wait,
up,
so
sir.
okay, so you're at
My
Broadway.
bad.
You're underneath the fucking JMZ.
So
So every time that bad boy rattled through, it fucking shook your your canvases,
I mean, this is when I was working with like
unseated your balls.
unseated my balls. This is when I was pretty much working with like making collages, very Dash Snow-esque, trying to find.
Do you ever
my
come on anything?
voice?
Trying to
No,
find your voice,
Never came
yeah.
on anything.
You ever do a hamster nest?
No, I mean, I love what that was. I mean,
Sure.
it's
Do you-
wild.
Make art on drugs ever?
I don't really do drugs anymore.
Okay. When you're in your drug days, did you ever make art?
Yeah, I was awful.
Was it really bad art?
That art was lacking.
Awful.
Left something to be desired.
Awful.
When you're on drugs, you're like, this is fucking sick.
Yeah. I mean, actually, you know what though? Even when I was doing like making it, I was like, this isn't good. Like I knew it then.
But you persevered.
I persevered. I mean, I have been at this.
This sucks. Let me get a gold chain.
Yeah, exactly. Play the part.
Yeah. Fake it till you make it, right?
Exactly. I've been at this making work like very seriously for 10 years.
Damn. A career artist.
Is
it like where it's living in New York where it takes 10 years to be a real New Yorker? Does it take 10 years to be a real artist?
I don't know. I mean, I know some people who have definitely popped and they haven't been.
But you had imposter syndrome even when you were like, I love this and I'm going to do it, but this is dog shit.
I still have imposter syndrome.
Okay.
I mean, I don't, but I do.
Shoulder.
Yeah.
What was the moment where you're like, yo, maybe I'm not a shitty artist. Maybe I actually got something here.
I can tell. 2018.
Yeah.
So I had been working at MTV for a while doing like this.
Really?
Yeah. It was really.
Was that in your research? Yeah. Doing what?
I was doing
art, doing studio tours, bro.
Yeah. Like art. I call it kind of my grad school.
Okay.
I was commuting to Times Square and working on like this consumer products floor, which was really weird because they just put us with like all these SpongeBob and Dora the Explorer toys and like all these very strange people who were, you know, like kind of corporate lifer, like Viacom.
Zombies.
Yeah, truly. And it was me and my boss, and we'd go back to London all the time. And we were just working on this arts related programming for this charity auction that was in Dallas. And so I got to meet amazing artists and go to their studios and ask them these questions. And
you could see what it was like in the trenches.
I could see what it was like. And then I could, because I'm working on this auction, I could see kind of the financial side of certain things. And
the real motivation.
It was
all right, what sells?
Yeah. And it was, but I mean, at that time I was making like these little collages. And then I remember meeting my wife and I thought like,
shout out Coco.
Yeah. Shout out Coco. She's the motherfucking best. My baby mama.
Sure,
exactly. I remember she was in my studio one day and I had like these collages I wanted to show her. And I was like,
it's not
this
good
is
enough.
like small. What? Like,
she's like, not fuck me.
She's not going to like, not that she wasn't proud of it, but like, I have to elevate.
Step your game up.
I have to step my game up.
In terms of just like, you meaning like really like scale. And just seeing something and being like, damn, it might not be awesome, but it's huge.
Yeah.
I'll remember this.
So MTV closed our department in end of 2017. And I was starting to like, I don't know, people online were starting to notice my art, you know, like
on social media,
So
and you were promoting stuff
like Virgil, Takashi Murakami,
big names,
Ted, like people that I really like looked
Jimmy
up to.
Larry,
yeah, exactly. And a gallery that I still work with in Brussels, Stems Gallery, hit me up and they said, hey, can we talk to you? And I had like a little presentation on the Lower East Side I wouldn't even consider that a show, whatever. And this gallerist is like, I'm going to be in New York. I want to come see your presentation of work and I want to come to your studio. And her name's Pascaline and her family has a store or stores in Brussels as well called Smets. And I think they would be like the equivalent of kind of like a Barney's or something like something like
a
that.
Multi-brand retailer.
Yeah, but like
they went out of business recently.
No, they didn't go out of business. So I'm thinking, oh, they're going to ask me to do a fucking shirt or something, you know, because I used to get hit up to do that kind of stuff all the time. And then she's like, hey, I want to offer you a show at this art fair, Art Brussels, the 50th anniversary. And I'm just thinking to myself, like, the fuck? Okay. So I agree to do it. And I had like a bunch of these basketballs laid out on the floor. They weren't even a sculpture. She's like, I want you to present this and like hang it on a wall.
So it was kind of like her idea? Low-key?
No. I mean,
you had it laid out.
I had it laid out in the form, but I didn't know how to. I wanted to put it on a wall.
The final piece of the puzzle.
And she was like, you need to figure out how to put it on the wall. Right. So I mean, I was like shitting my pants. Like, oh my God. So then they're like, we'll pay for you to fly over there and we'll, you know,
economy.
And
first class?
No, economy.
Steerage.
Yeah. But it was the first time where I was like, someone's going to pay for me to do this. Someone's going to ship my arm over there.
Not just give me a chain.
And I was just like, and I was thinking to myself, as long as I can I was saddled in debt. And I was like, as long as I can kind of break even, like sell like $5,000-$10,000 worth of stuff, and they want to keep working with me, it's a success.
Sure.
They sold out the whole booth and pretty much my studio on the preview day.
Wow.
Damn.
Before it was even open
Before it was open to the public.
Is that shocking?
Oh, I mean, I was like weeping, chugging a bottle of champagne on the phone with Coco.
What'd you chugging piss? What'd you buy? Was that when you bought the chain?
No, that was before. I actually think I bought this ring. I think I bought the gold nugget ring.
Damn.
And then it's just kind of been up from there.
Damn. But that was the moment.
I mean, it was literally like a day.
Overnight. Literally.
Overnight.
Yeah. Damn. Overnight celebrity.
To flip it real quick, what has been your most like starving artist moment? When you were like, maybe you doubted yourself, maybe you were like, I got to drink my own piss just to fucking not die of dehydration.
I mean, I've had many starving artist moments. I mean, when I used to use a lot of drug paraphernalia, I'd find like bags of drugs and I would do them sometimes. Because like,
why not?
And I,
can't afford
to make sure it's you know
just
what
to
you're
test it out.
You know what you're doing. But yeah, that was probably like one of my most starving artist moments. I mean, there was a time when I graduated.
But now you can buy your own Coke.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I don't do
All right.
Coke.
All right.
Yeah.
Well,
you do a little gummy and hey, guess what? You're no longer hungry. You know?
Exactly.
From starved to full.
Exactly.
I'm no longer starving. I don't need lunch.
Exactly.
Do you think that and specifically in New York and this kind of stuff, do you think people like glorify that starving artist lifestyle to the point where like, I don't know, it could lose its actual significance and the kind of character it builds?
This is something that's really interesting because definitely those moments helped me build character and perseverance. I have no desire
to go back
to relive them at all.
But they were worthwhile at the time.
Because
in retrospect,
honestly, man, I'm my biggest cheerleader. I'm my biggest critic. But I knew even when I was making those collages that I was going to be a superstar. And I'm not even in. If let's say superstardom is a foot, I'm at the beginning.
Couple inches,
way more than 2 inches.
Don't worry, we'll talk about your dick a bunch in the afters.
Yeah, we are.
About your penis.
But
you knew.
I knew. The
unwavering self-belief in the talent.
I mean, this is the thing. I remember having a conversation with my mom. I don't know.
The Donda West to Tyrrell Winston.
Exactly. 10 years ago. She's an art teacher.
Donda Winston.
And
she's a teacher too. That's poetic.
And she said to me, like kind of what's your goal? This is when I was making like very like fuck the police collages and all this stuff. I was like, I want to be in museums and I want to be world famous. And she was like, well, if that doesn't happen, it doesn't mean you failed. And I was like, yeah, it absolutely will mean I failed.
Mom. Yeah, you're wrong.
And I just knew that there's no failing. Like, I mean, I'm always failing. I'm always messing up and whatever, but like I persevere.
Is it even possible to be a starving artist in New York right now?
Yeah. I mean, you can like be like, I still know, I mean, you're not going to have a big studio. You're going to share a studio with 10 other people. Like the first building,
you can be a starving artist in the city. Like you're still.
And I think that it's like, I don't like when people are like, oh, no, there's no art's dead and no ideas original. That's bullshit.
Right.
You're just not doing enough.
That's fair.
You also have to be a TikTok influencer.
Yeah, that helps. Getting big on TikTok really helps, guys.
Real quick, I don't know where this question fits in my whole run of show, but I just want to know what's the most amount of basketballs that have ever been in your possession at any one given point in time?
Probably 1,000.
1,000?
I probably have 500 in the studio.
Right now, off rip.
Do you still have people collecting them across America and sending them to you?
Yeah, and I pay them.
Has any of those thousands of basketballs ever like stood out and been like some weird thing that you've never seen before?
I mean, like I'll see basketballs that I have a bunch.
Most just Wilson,
Spalding,
sure.
I mean, I get a bunch of SpongeBob basketballs.
Fire.
Like, or like a
full circle from MTV News, dude.
Yeah, right. Or like NBA teams or Duke or North Carolina. But I mean, my favorite basketball is like one that's super weathered, natural, kind of orange or gray, patina, Wilson, Spalding.
Is there any one basketball you never put in a piece because you just have to keep it?
Yeah, I have a couple that like have definitely been run over by cars and are mangled, and you can literally see tire marks on them.
Sick.
and they just kind of float around the studio.
Yeah. Just chill.
Are you good at basketball?
I mean, not really anymore.
You're tall.
Could you ever
You're
dunk?
lanky.
No, that's going to be a performance. I'm going to teach myself to dunk.
Just do 5,000 calf
As
flips a
a
day.
fucking mid-30s fucking
Yeah.
man?
Yeah.
How high is the hoop going to be?
10 feet.
Are you going to wear those
I
like,
can touch the rim. I mean,
Okay.
are you going to wear those
How
like
tall are you?
I'm 6'2".
are you going to wear those like platformer, the trainers?
If I have to. If I have to.
You start walking around with ankle weights for a
Yeah.
year?
Those little, what are those? Sketch up ones?
Yeah.
Oh, the shape ups.
Yeah, shape ups.
Make your
Shape
ass
ups.
look nice.
Yeah.
SketchUps is what you do in the studio, bro.
Mm-hmm.
SketchUp.
Tyrell, because you now have to, you have a kid. Congrats on the sex.
Yeah.
you.
Congratulations, bro.
Coco finally agreed to have sex with you
One time.
after you moved away from collages.
Yeah. You finally earned it.
Yeah, you got to smash. Because you now have to ensure your child's financial security, how quickly did having a daughter compromise your artistic integrity? Like instantly, or you still kind of like
Slow burn.
No, I mean, it's really interesting because right now, Coco and I decided that she was going to take time to like be with the baby.
Mhm.
And so we are single income, but it's really weird. I've been working less, but I've been making, I think, the best work of my career because I'm
Inspired.
it's so much more intentional, you know, like
So much at stake.
there is so much at stake.
Human
and it's-
life.
It truly.
What
and
did
it's-
what does your daughter think of your art?
you know, she's just like
Derivative.
yeah. That was her first word. Actually.
Yeah. Yeah, right.
So, no, it's
So you are
A
like
lot.
extra inspired right now.
Or motivated, hungry.
yeah. I mean, it's fucking crazy when you're like, I have this baby who's looking at me.
Very cute baby, by the way.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Beautiful family.
She is
Generally
she
speaking.
is amazing. She's amazing. And it's weird. It's having a kid has made me, or since Coco got pregnant, I have become far less of a shithead.
Yeah, you don't say. That's
Yeah.
typically the switch that gets flipped.
Yeah. So
Being
I mean,
responsible for
sometimes
a human life. Yeah.
Sometimes.
well,
I need that in my life,
she
dude.
told me right when she got pregnant, I was like in November of what did that?
You guys,
in
were you guys like
2020.
planning on like were you
We had
trying, or-
said, oh, hey, I think we're ready.
Yeah.
And I thought, oh, I've got like
Yeah.
2 or 3.
Like,
I got
yeah.
a few shots.
Hell
in
yeah.
me.
All those gummies killed a bunch of these
Yeah.
swimmers or
And-
whatever.
and
the fuck.
condoms.
honestly, it was like 2 weeks later.
That's
and
I
it
mean
was-
the shooters shoot, bro.
The super
Yeah.
sperm.
Yeah.
My boys has swimmers.
And she, I mean, I still feel so bad about this. She
About
came home.
impregnating her?
I came home early from work one day, didn't tell her. And she was in the bathroom and, you know, she looked at me and I'm like, what? And she goes, I'm pregnant. And I was, you know, gave her a hug, kiss. Oh, this is amazing. And I said like, oh, when's the baby due? Cause I have this show in Brussels.
You're like,
and then,
doing the math, 9 months, like-
and then I it was like, oh my God, I can't believe that just came out of my mouth. So it's been uphill.
Sure.
Were you in Brussels when your baby was born?
Yeah, were you
No.
present for the birth of your
I
child?
was present for the birth of my
Like,
child.
hold her
But,
in, I'm
but
on the
shout out Coco, shout out her
Doula?
mom. We did do a doula,
Hell
which was amazing.
Dua Lipa.
But I was in Brussels like 3 weeks later.
Mm.
Oh, you're like, I got to bounce.
So she,
You gotta, you know, gotta
Coco's,
hit the road and make
Coco's a
some bread.
champion. Coco's
Yeah.
a champion. She's a strong woman.
But you are hungrier and more motivated now than ever before because of providing for your family.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And it's just priorities change.
What's
Sure.
the worst part about having a kid?
Sleep. Right
Yeah?
now.
Yeah.
It's, I mean, we're sleep training, Helena, and this is the first week where she's actually kind of sleeping. She slept 6 hours straight last night, 5 hours
Damn,
the
that's
night
not
before.
bad.
But like there was
Those
a
are adult
time-
numbers.
Yeah. There was a time where it was like every 60 minutes, every 45. I mean, you literally start to feel insane.
How did that sleep deprivation affect the work? Or did it at all? Or
I mean,
like could make it more unhinged and like or
Well, this is the thing is like I used to not really set studio hours. I'd be like, hey, I've always woken up pretty early, so I'd go to the studio 7, 8 a.m.
Oh, damn. Okay.
I
I feel like being an artist, it's like giving you an excuse to just like
yeah, but
tuck
see,
in till noon, dude.
I think that's the myth. I think that's why so many artists like fuck it up. It's like
They're just looking for an excuse to party.
I work way more than 40 hours a week.
Well, yo, you fucking got I don't know, you're a whole day's in, and you can come on a pod and drink some beers.
Yeah, exactly.
You've earned it. Another little attaboy. 6 heinies to the fucking dome.
Yeah.
Waking up and getting to work at 7 a.m, putting in a fucking 40 hours plus a week
In the stew.
before this masterful, disciplined schedule of yours, where you're a career artist hitting it big on your way to superstardom. Is it true you're a frat boy in college?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Teak, Tau Kappa Epsilon.
A man after my own
Fuck a
heart.
fraternity. Seriously, that shit was so lame.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Did you know that? Did you know that while you were in that, or is it only like hindsight's 2020?
Hindsight.
It's the opposite of rose-colored lenses.
like-
You regret it?
I mean, yeah, sure.
You didn't make a lot of great memories hazing and abusing.
I mean, I got the
Young
fucking
men?
shit beat out of me.
yeah, you and me both.
I got paddled.
Oh my god!
I got you had to drink prune juice and then a drop off night. And
like you
have
so like you had to shit.
Yeah.
yeah, so like
Okay.
you're literally shitting on the side of a building, or like, and you have no way to get back. They drop you off like 30 miles from school. You don't know where you
Where
are.
am I on Staten
Yeah,
Island?
no, but like we were somewhere in Jersey.
Okay.
We had to sneak on a train. I mean, they're making you walk around with like.
Did it build character though? Because I feel like for me it built character.
I mean, I don't really talk to any of my fraternity brothers anymore.
Do they follow you on
either.
IG? Are they like, wow, like
I mean, some of them do. I follow some of them. It's like, this is the thing. There's no ill will towards any of them.
Right.
It's
but
just
the
like,
institution of Greek life is just fuck it.
it's just stupid.
Did you do
like-
it to make friends, or because you had to at your
So I
school?
transferred out from a liberal arts school called Cal Lutheran University, like out by Calabasas.
Mhm.
I was there for 2 years, and I went to Wagner for,
You grew up in California, correct?
I did Orange County.
Right.
Driving
Driving
down the 101.
Well, at least we got our outro music. Book it. Banger.
I mean, I didn't know a lot of people, and I was like, hey, and I liked a lot of the guys in the fraternity, and I still like some of them. Like, it's not like
Again, no ill will towards the people. We're talking about the systemic
the whole
problems
idea
that.
of it.
As an
from
artist,
Greek life.
as a creative, how often have they called you gay?
Oh, I mean, I used to get called gay all the time.
Did you major in art? Were you?
No,
like,
I majored in. Well, I mean, I majored in arts administration. I didn't know I wanted to be.
What
an
does that
artist.
even mean?
It's like the business side of art.
Oh, got it.
Where the
So-
real money is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the money man.
But doing that, so I was majoring in communications, which is a fucking jerk off degree.
100%.
And when I came out to Wagner, they're like, we don't have communications. The closest thing we have is art administration.
We're a real school.
Arts administration. And I was like, yeah, whatever, I'll do that.
Sure.
And but this is, 2006, 2007, 2008, and like downtown is popping. I didn't have any entrance into downtown.
You never took the ferry and then the
I mean, I take the ferry all the time.
to like be a part of like what was
Yeah,
happening.
to go
like,
to
I mean,
shows
I would
and
try
parties.
to. I would try to, but no one from Staten Island wanted to come with me.
Right,
And
right, sure.
I'm like the weird guy in the corner.
Yeah.
who's
with their fucking
like-
frat jacket on.
No, I was not wearing my letters. At that point, it was a deep V.
Right, right.
Yo, who's in the tribe?
Deep V.
You were indie sleazed out in the corner.
Exactly. Deep
the
V and
fucking-
skinny jeans.
with the
Shutter
scarf.
shades.
Oh God.
So you would travel in solo dolo to the city.
But, I mean, it was like it was cool when I moved here, growing up skateboarding and stuff. It was like 2006. I would
It's a
go to-
mecca.
I
It's
would
New
go.
York,
I would
yeah.
go to Supreme all the time, or like Recon, or these different places, and it's like stuff I couldn't get in California.
Right.
And I was like, oh, and I'd have friends who were like, oh, can you get me this? And it's like, I was broke then.
Bro, I'm too busy shitting on the sides of buildings.
Exactly.
I'm a little
For the frat.
preoccupied,
For the
man.
frat.
Yeah. So you were like juggling like 5 different personalities.
exactly.
I like that. I respect that.
Exactly.
Yeah. He
Well,
can face multitudes. He's an onion.
Eventually,
Layers.
thank God he made it out of the fucking frat world and
Right.
into the art world. Did you empathize at all with Tom Brady during Deflategate?
I mean, I think Brady's the GOAT. Like,
Come on.
I do. I think he's the best. He's Michael Jordan and Tom Brady.
Yeah, but you don't have to like him.
I actually hate all Boston sports, but I kind of like Tom Brady
What? Why?
because I love excellence.
Yeah.
I'm
Greatness.
obsessed with excellence. I don't care about being first.
You piss it as well.
I do.
You got to make him a little special football.
No, I mean people.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if you thought
People will literally comment on the basketball stuff. Oh yeah, you get Brady some of these.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay.
Yeah, good luck going viral in Tyrell's comments. Though. Have you thought about using other balls? I guess any other inflatable, which is what, football, soccer.
I was thinking about soccer.
Yeah.
I've used different balls for different sculptures, like not the columns that I do, or I call them skewers. But yeah, I mean, basketball was my favorite sport.
Right. It means something.
It means a lot to me. Right now, I don't think so, but who knows? Down the road, maybe.
If it ain't broke,
I'll
fix it.
Exactly.
It's not broke.
You never know.
Well, it has been basketball, and it has resonated within the world of basketball and the NBA. Is Dan Gilbert your biggest fan?
I mean, I love
Danny Boy.
him and his.
You're the only guy who will say I love Dan Gilbert.
His fan.
Does he write you handwritten thank you notes in Comic
Sans? Well, handwritten. He can handwrite in Comic Sans. He might be fucking doing a little gallery show with my boy. You know, he's that good.
His family is like, they're big supporters of my work,
right?
And so Grant, his son, is doing a lot.
Is he how he got to know you?
Is that son? Turned him on?
No, actually, I got to know the Gilberts through Library Street, who represents me in the U.S. They placed some of my work in the Cavs arena, Rocket Mortgage Arena.
Yeah, if you and Coco ever want a home, like you get a
Rocket Mortgage
on that phone, bro.
Keep it in the family, dog.
Exactly. Yeah, but they've been super supportive. Like, and Dan,
who's big in
Detroit.
Yeah.
Or has been Detroit, doing a lot of business in Detroit.
Yes.
Dan,
the savior. The white savior.
They have said that his kind of infusion in Detroit has kind of rebuilt the city faster, way faster. Like,
someone's got to do it.
I don't know if it's 10, 20, 30 years than it would have if someone else didn't come.
He's doing the Lord's work.
Exactly.
So is he your most prolific client or customer?
I mean,
collector.
I think prolific. I mean, there's institutions who have my work. There's NBA coaches and players, and
really,
oh shit.
But the thing is, it's funny is, like, I think some of the work, people are like, oh, what NBA player, what, this,
that's
and that.
Like the next question.
It's like, it's kind of
one contribution to the running show.
I think some of the work sometimes is a little too on the nose.
Okay.
Some people, like, if you're a professional basketball player, do you necessarily want to walk in to a wall of
you don't want to bring work home with you?
It's like a chef coming home and being asked to cook dinner.
Exactly. So
is that what it's like?
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, but
I mean, a lot of your work is kind of like popping the bubble around the celebrity and grandiosity around athletes,
or even memorabilia specifically.
Is it ironic that if like a player comes to you and is like, oh, I actually like want this in my crib?
No, I mean, I think it's kind of cool. It's like comes full circle. I mean,
it's very meta.
There's definitely something where
meta world peace.
I'm
putting the meta world piece.
Like, so the autograph paintings I do.
Yes, exactly.
I call them punishment paintings. And
like the Bart Simpson's, like,
yes,
I will not.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
And there's a level, though. I've made a few commissions for kind of higher profile people, but I know the only reason I've made those commissions is because they fit into the narrative that I've created in my head of like whose signatures I will paint.
Okay.
And I know there's going to be a time when someone comes to me and says, oh, I want to commission you to paint my signature. And I just say, no.
Right.
I'm enough of a narcissist where I'm like, yo, Tyrell, you see this fucking, Hancock right here? I want you to make a James Harris painting of my signature.
You won't.
And you're going to say no.
But eventually you think that moment will happen. Eventually it's going to, or have people already approached you about trying to do that?
Yeah. I mean, I have said no to certain people that they've wanted me to paint, but it hasn't been the person themselves.
Got it. No, yeah, it does. I get it what you're saying. Yeah, for sure. With that said, if someone came with themselves as the request, that would also be a firm no.
It depends on who it is.
Okay, well, Michael Jordan,
LeBron,
Tiger Woods,
Pete Rose.
I mean, but I'm painting.
Yeah, you're already doing this.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Mickey Mantle.
Yeah. From the grave.
I feel like you've been a little tight-lipped as we've been talking about some of your collectors. Like, are there any high-profile celebrity collectors that you would want to shout out on the pod, or is there some type of anonymity part of that game? Anonymity
is part of the game. You know,
But have there been like moments where you're like true holy shit?
yeah, there have definitely been some of those moments. And there's been some moments where I didn't even realize maybe who the person was.
Oh, someone was like acting on their behalf or like an intermediary.
proxy.
Yeah.
And then you find out, and this person comes to
Like,
your studio, and you're
right.
just like, oh my god,
Rhymefest is asking on behalf of Kanye West.
yeah, exactly.
Have you seen the photo of Mickey Mantle's penis?
No, show it to me.
Hacking.
Really?
Yeah.
Why is there a picture of why is there a Mickey Mantle dick pic?
He was a known hogsman, and I think he would whip it out in the locker room.
Well, I mean,
And kind of like-
have you ever seen that? Have you ever seen?
Is it what is it in black and white? And did he have to sit for 10 minutes?
Have you ever?
60s. I'm kidding.
Have you ever seen the Mickey Mantle letter about his favorite memory as a Yankee?
No, what is
like-
it? Please let us know.
I don't even know if I can describe it.
Is it smashing?
It's smashing. It's so politically incorrect.
Oh.
And he signs it the All-American boy. It's something that happened under the bleachers. And mind you, he was married the whole
right.
time.
Sure.
He was with the Yankees. And he wanted the Yankees to publish this, I guess, as
They were like-
going out for like the fifth, like, oh, what's your favorite memory? You know,
Right.
and
It's
you know,
Mickey Mantle Day.
yeah. And even in a less politically correct time, they were even like,
yeah,
can't do it.
absolutely not.
If you could be a
Absolutely
member of
We'll
the
throw
New
it in
York
your
Yankees,
Zoom board.
what year would you pick? Would it be
Ooh.
the fucking Murderers Row? Would it be the
And do-
60s? Would it be the 90s?
And real quick, while you're thinking, I'll help you buy some time here. Do people fucking give you grief as like such a Yankees fan, even though like you weren't fucking
Oh, my
you
God.
flew here, you didn't grow here?
Do you know that's like one of the biggest insults I get? Insults.
yeah, but that's
in
such a
quotation.
tired
That
ass.
you're a
fucking-
capper?
It's oh, you make work that deals with New York. You're not even fucking from here. It's like, oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
Sure. Good luck.
So yeah, exactly. I mean, I think it just really pisses some people off.
Well,
Like,
sure.
I'll do stuff with like
Well,
a
people that
Yankee
are from New
symbol.
York, a la someone sitting at this table, we don't need to say his name, they make that their whole personality.
But have I ever come at Tyrell or anyone for that?
First of all, who said we were even talking about you? We're just talking generally speaking. But yeah,
It makes-
you know, that's
but
such
it-
a
but it-
fucking New York
Yeah, but
thing.
it makes me laugh. It's like, okay, but I do New York better than you.
Ooh.
Have you ever been approached by like the Yankees or like the Knicks or the Bulls or like the Cavs?
I have
So
been-
any organization. is
well,
what you're
with
talking
professional
so
New York-
I'm putting it out there. I've said it. I want to be the creative director of an NBA team.
oh, like
yeah,
fucking
someone
Don
else.
C of the Bulls.
Yeah. Okay, I was thinking.
Couple. There's a couple.
There's a few of these
couple
guys now.
Wait, who is creative director of the Cavs?
Daniel
That would be
Arsham.
Daniel Arsham.
Daniel
Yeah.
Arsham.
Is that a new, just real quick, so you're putting that out there. And honestly, it's funny, if there was ever a pod that all the NBA or really all sports owners listen to, it's their own fit. So happy that you got that out there.
Of course.
Is that, how do you feel about that lane? Is that a grift or is that like a legit lane now for designers, artists?
I want an NBA championship ring. So
That's all that matters.
that's the fucking thing that,
Yeah.
it's like,
Well, you can try out.
you guys see me.
You could try out for the Knicks City Dancers. The dancers
There we
get
go.
it too.
There we go.
My wife
I mean,
was
yeah,
a
don't-
Spurs
don't-
silver dancer. And
Don't
has-
fucking become creative director of the Knicks if you want a ring.
Yeah,
My wife has 2 championship rings from the Spurs because she was a silver dancer during the
She lost one though.
the big 3. Yeah, she did lose one of the 2. I know.
Would you? I know you're a Clippers fan. Would you want to
Big
be
Clippers fan.
CD of the Clippers?
Yeah. I mean, I have a,
that was a little less enthusiastic than I was expecting.
I mean,
Sure.
this is the thing. There's a number
Yeah,
of teams.
maybe.
There's a number of teams I would enjoy working for.
Are there any teams that you would turn down? Like the Mets. Let's say the Mets came to
The
you.
Nets or the Nets.
Or the Nets. The Nets or the Mets.
I mean, I think there's 5 teams that I could see myself doing something with,
Where it makes sense in your own mind, you mean?
where it
name
makes
right
sense.
now?
So, Clippers,
Right.
Knicks, Nets, Pistons, Sixers.
Okay. Well, hey,
Just
Detroit.
predictions.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Hey, Detroit, if you're listening,
Yeah,
my
right.
man's about to touch down and he's looking for work.
Exactly. You have been in the art world. You were once, kind of like an outsider. You have, from the first day where you went to Brussels and now you repped in Detroit and you have like
Repped all over the world.
exactly. You posted kind of recently, relatively recently, that exuberance and appreciation are 2 feelings that are very underrepresented in the art world. How does the art world get that back?
I mean, you just need to have people that don't think they're so cool or like that happiness.
So
is-
humility.
Yeah, I mean, but listen, this is the thing is like, I also don't like when people preach like stay humble. Like that shit's fucking whack. It's like, I don't know too many people who are humble that are
Interesting.
where they want to go.
Huh.
Doesn't mean be an asshole,
Right.
but
There's
like
nuances.
but
to
like
all
but
this,
like
for
confidence and exuberance and like
sure. Enthusiasm.
and it's like being excited about stuff. Like I get super excited when I find out I'm going to have a show in XYZ with this person, or like, and I don't need to be like, oh yeah, well, it's just kind of cool. Like it's fucking awesome.
Right.
Like
The too cool for school mentality.
I just think that
is burnt regardless.
Jadedness and cynicism are not like
I just am
constructive.
so
They're
just,
out.
and
Vibe shift.
But
They're derivative.
But see, that's the thing that I love about like working with this gallery in Detroit, husband and wife, Anthony and JJ. Like, they're two of my closest friends. They look out for
They
me.
get it.
They get it. And like, not to be plug in Detroit, but like what is happening in Detroit with the art scene and the artists out there is really exciting. And I don't feel that same energy in New York.
Damn.
Is
I
New
just
York
don't.
dead?
No, New York's not dead.
Is New York art world dead?
No, it's
Art
not.
scene?
It's not dead, but I just like when like I said, happiness, exuberance, like
There is a pureness that like this is never going to.
There's no like hierarchy,
you know,
coolness
like, yeah.
that exists in New York has not yet maybe established itself in Detroit yet,
that could
or
be
other
it.
cities.
Yeah.
That could be it.
So you're about to be the top of the pyramid.
Maybe.
If you could change one thing about the art world instantly with the snap of your fingers, what would it be?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Thanks.
He won a Pulitzer, a fake Pulitzer.
A Pulitzer.
Geez,
Where to begin?
there's a lot.
Is it the cynicism? Is it the fucking
I mean, I think
glut of money?
I like the money.
The money's nice.
No, we'll keep the money. Let's go bigger on the money.
I don't know. I think right now, I think certain people are trying to cancel people for making things.
Ooh.
And I think that's an interesting kind of time that we're in, like policing who can make what and
Who arts the artsman?
Yeah.
But
is this something that you've dealt with personally because of
100%.
dealing with sports? You know,
I mean, some people don't.
this guy can't even fucking dunk.
Yeah, right.
Cancel him.
Some people don't like the fact that I use basketball
Yeah.
the way I do. And you know what? If you're talking about my work, I'll take it either way.
Race is going to come into play. And actually, it was funny. We were talking earlier. I was like, this is got to be the only white Tyrrell that exists. And we actually looked it up. And the majority of Tyrells are actually white.
Yeah,
And I was wrong. Hand up,
because it's
that's on me.
Irish. It's Irish, and that's
Tyrell.
It's typically pronounced
Jamaican.
It's typically pronounced.
Irie.
It's typically pronounced Tyrrell.
Oh,
But
Lawrence's other question besides who are some of your biggest celebrity collectors that he wanted in the run a show, but which I said no.
yeah. What the fuck were your parents thinking, though?
so it's my dad's middle name.
Oh, shit.
So
There you go, Lawrence.
It's my
All right.
granddad's middle name.
Got to the bottom.
So, but it was always Tyrrell, and my dad wanted to be nicknamed Ty. So I grew up as Ty.
there we go.
And then when I was like, I'm going to be an
Hey,
artist.
people say this podcast isn't educational.
So do you
So
think
much
that
very-
so
so much
within the
good
art
shit
world,
here.
do you think that the woke police like are they still fucking reigning with an iron fist, or has
No.
it kind of been drawn back a little
Yeah.
bit the way it has with all like cancel
I
culture?
think
We canceled the cancelers.
I think that people are starting to realize, like,
Shut
it's like
up.
you have an ACAB crowd.
Sure.
I'm one of them.
right.
But
Great
then
hoodies.
you can't be the internet police.
Right.
Like sometimes it's the same people, and it's like, do you see
The hypocrisy that exists.
You're being
yeah.
the police.
Police.
Right now.
Yeah.
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 You're
police.
a fucking cop,
but
dog.
that's the thing. There's no like you don't have to like my work,
Right.
but I'm allowed to make
Sure.
it.
No, totally. I get that.
Are we ever going to see Tyrrell Winston NFTs?
We've now
No
entered
fucking
the
thanks.
non-fungible corner of
No
throwing fits.
fucking thanks.
Really?
I mean, right in
I can't pay some ETH for your piss.
I think this is the thing.
Digital piss, dude.
With NFTs, I think the technology, I think it's interesting. I think there's like artists getting residual income
Yes.
on things.
Sure.
Brilliant.
DTC.
Yeah, but like, I don't want something existing as just a JPEG. Like,
Right. Especially considering how tactile your
My
work
work,
is. So
right?
there's also that. Have you ever seen an NFT and you were like, yeah, it's pretty good?
I think what Tom, I'm
Or
like,
no.
I think like Tom Sachs did something interesting where he like shot these rockets off. You got the video, and then you got the like rock it.
You
Like,
got
if
the actual-
there's
yeah.
a physical
Right.
like
Component.
But
does
in terms of
does that necessitate NFTization? Can't you just
Yeah.
like
no, I know. That's the only thing that I've been like, oh, hey, I kind of like.
he kind of did it in a
so
cool way.
aesthetically or like the conceptually? That's the only
That's
NFT
the one that
adjacent
I
thing
can,
where you're like, okay, I fuck
that's
with
the
this.
one that I can think.
But you never saw a Bored Ape and we're like, I need that.
Oh, CryptoPunk
no.
with red hair?
God no.
Sign me the fuck up.
God no. But I mean,
Crypto
hey,
kitties.
hey, if you're selling them and you're getting that money, go.
That people are, dog.
I
You know?
mean-
Are there any artists that are in the NFT world that are like actually doing it for the art or just for like a get rich quick
I have
scheme?
no idea because I don't
You're just not
think
involved.
I really know many of them.
Right. Well, aside from
any of them.
NFTs, what is the corniest shit you see happening in the art world right now? Because
Where to begin?
Yeah, there's so many, so few options.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if it's the corniest shit, but like some people will approach me and be like, hey, we want to put you in a show with a bunch of other people that make work with basketballs or that make work about sports. And it's like, that is the worst.
That's the lowest common
That is the
denominator.
worst
Yeah.
curatorial
Right.
premise. It's
Lazy.
like, we want to put you in a show with painters.
Yeah.
All painters.
Painters only.
So-
There's these other artists
Yeah.
that are doing the art.
The
Yeah.
theme of the show is art.
Yeah. So that's kind of
So it's lazy. It's
Yeah,
fucking.
but
it's easy.
listen, basketball, sport, it's having a moment as a medium. But like a lot of the people that are working with it are trying to say different things.
Do you see biters coming after your kind of very signature
100,
styles? Yeah.
100%.
And how do you approach that?
I just don't. Like
You don't.
I literally do not go. I don't go at anyone online. I will not. I never have.
You've never beefed with anyone?
Come on, really? At
No,
all?
I swear. Like
Has anyone-
and that's
has-
intentional.
There's
That's
people that say gnarly shit about me that I block,
right, which is you're right.
but I don't.
Everyone can catch
I won't. I
So people
won't-
do try to beef with you,
Oh yeah.
but you don't bite.
You're
You don't
blocking
take the bait.
motherfuckers like Ben Wallace.
Oh, 100%. Shout out the Pistons.
Yeah.
No.
That's the
Kembe.
That's
Kembe
the
I know.
Kembe.
I know.
Come
but,
on.
No, he's got some Atlanta connections. I assume.
No.
Offset.
Oh, I mean,
We're dot connectors, baby.
I need
So it's really
I need
just-
another one.
Got you coming right up.
Why do so many artists, do you think, kind of get roped into this bozo realm of like trash streetwear, trash pop culture?
Yeah.
Is it for the quick dollars?
Yeah, I mean, you listen. You see so many artists. I think, especially if they have a little bit of a social media following, there's going to be some brand or someone that works at the brand who's like, "Hey, this guy's up next," or
They're popping.
yeah, and let's like slap their work on a hoodie.
Yeah.
You know, and I have been very, very, very broke a number of times in my life. And I had done some stuff back in the day. It wasn't necessarily even my art. Like I had done something with Puma.
Okay.
I mean, this is like, I want to say probably 8
Are you
years
admitting
ago.
publicly to chasing a check? Is that like?
I mean, it was, when I say I was broke, I got like, I think 250 or $300.
oh damn!
But it was
so not worth it.
yeah, no.
What
It
do you
was-
like post an IG story?
But it was like, no, this is
Hashtag
before
ad.
stories even existed. This is before
You wrote a
stories even-
hashtag ad on the
But
canvas.
it was like, you know, we want you to like model and do this because you're like downtown and you're making
You're
work.
cool. You're handsome.
And
You wear it well.
and I mean, I know like a ton of people work with different brands, and it's literally like there's no thought behind it, and it's just we're gonna
Yeah.
slap a piece of your art
Right.
on a garment,
Give me that art.
and I won't do that
How often do you field requests for that exact thing?
multiple times a week.
So do you think it's just that there's so much money, not just in the art world proper, but in like people wanting to
It's leveraging
use
like an
artists
artist
as
image.
like cool guys?
Yeah, but most of the brands do. I mean, almost every single brand does not come correct.
With the money or with the ideas?
Yeah.
Both.
Yeah.
Both.
They're bankrupt creatively and
Both.
financially.
I mean,
Yeah.
it is the amount of people like, oh, we'd really love to put like one of your basketball pieces like, on a sweatshirt. I'm like, so that's what you're.
yeah,
that's what you're coming.
That's what we're talking about. Yeah.
But it's like, you know, so the Reebok thing, like that was 3 years in the making. They
Right.
wanted me to do some shoes that I didn't want to do.
It's intentional.
So I was like, hey, I want to do Club C's. And they're like, well, you do basketball stuff as well. So you're going to need to do a basketball shoe. And I gave them a short list and they're like, okay, Iverson as well.
Right.
And Iverson, the motherfucking man.
Sure.
Like my style icon as a child. Outside of like Chad Muska.
You in a generation. Yeah.
Chad Muska, not now.
Chad like Muska, of course. But yeah. I don't know, man. He's wearing that Rick, dude. He's wearing it well, in my opinion.
Is he wearing Rick or is it like weird? Like
no, it's Rick.
No, it's like the butt bib shirts.
No, he's ricked out, bro. That's Rick.
He? Yeah, but just because you're wearing,
put some respect on Chad like Muska.
Just because you're wearing Rick head to toe doesn't mean you're.
No, for sure.
Shout out Muska though. I love Muska.
But yes, Allen Iverson, a style icon to a generation to the point where they need to create a dress.
Did you ever have cornrows?
Stop this man.
Yes.
Really?
No. Stop it.
When?
So
in your 20s?
Yeah.
Last year.
What? No.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is that what
I used to? I mean, I'm not kidding. Like I used to wear a do-rag and a New Era cap all the time.
Smoking Newports.
Smoking Newports. Yeah.
It's a phase.
I mean,
before you met your wife?
It was a long phase.
You were living it.
Yeah, it was before I was still smoking Newports when I met Coco.
Okay.
Okay, let's talk about this fucking Club C.
Yeah, here we go.
Reebok in May.
Yep.
Right? How many iterations did you go through before the two parties settled on a final
3.
design?
Okay.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
We were talking about this years ago. You were at ComplexCon of all the fucking places. Yo, would you ever drop some exclusive merch at ComplexCon? Like, is that the sign of like a successful pop artist?
I mean, I dropped my
point?
nuts at ComplexCon.
Let him hang.
No, I would never drop anything at ComplexCon.
He's too complex for ComplexCon.
Okay, so this Club C though,
3 iterations,
no logos
besides yours.
My
in the heel cup and on the tongues.
Yeah.
Right? But no logos in that like little bar.
Yeah, right.
Everyone else has.
Yeah.
And on the back
is a piece of blank canvas.
What was Reebok's reaction when you were like, yo, no logos?
Yeah.
They were like, okay.
Really?
Yeah,
That
literally.
easy?
They let you fucking cook.
It was that easy. Yeah.
Was having a sneaker like always a dream?
Oh, a wet dream.
Yeah.
Woo.
And getting a basketball shoe and like a skate style shoe at the same time.
Right.
I mean, I think this is the thing that my dad is the most excited about that I've ever done.
Really?
He's
a big Reebok guy?
Nah, but he's just like, you got your own shoes. That's so cool.
Oh, it's real now.
So
It's
cool.
real.
It's
finally.
And I think it's just something.
Someone to be proud of my son for.
I think it's something where it's like art is, if you are not someone who spends time, money looking at art,
right,
investing in art, a lot of people see my basketballs and like, that is how much money I could do that.
Right. Well, it's like a lot of people with art too, right? What's that?
Well,
my kid could do that.
Side to him.
Podcast too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Honestly.
But
honestly, you're
but
correct.
I think like the shoe. I mean, and I'm even getting good with the shoe. Oh, how many more iterations of a white Club C do we need? Well, you know what?
Yeah, I think we did a meme.
This shit's fucking buttery. Ben Edgar texted me yesterday. He's like, "This is the Birkin bag of Club C's," and I was like, "Thank you, Ben."
Yo, Tyrell's in his Birkin bag.
I think that the outsole doesn't come across in the photos you see online.
It's really.
It doesn't.
We got the fucking. Is it horsehair on their?
It is
on the fucking heel tab.
Yep.
The fucking colors. Yeah, you killed it.
Thank you.
As far as like Club C's go, right? What do most people say? Like Jound was the peak. Speaking of jumping over the jump, man, I might prefer this because again, no logos.
Let's talk about the Iversons.
Yes,
Iversons.
What's
the
good with
2
those?
in the 2-pack.
If you follow the secondary Instagram account, you may have seen them.
Yeah.
Is that like the imagery on there? Is that like the final product?
Yeah.
Woo. Those are ready to ship.
Yeah. Everything.
Most of them are
shipping. I think it's like in May.
Right.
I don't want to.
They're dropping together.
Was AI weirded out that there's a fucking NY on the heel
I don't know. We'll find out.
Oh, have you not heard what his reaction is to his?
No.
These are the questions, correct? No.
Question mids.
Question mids.
And shout out Eric Emanuel. Eric's the homie. Eric is the one who.
That's where we met at his fucking brunch.
That is. I was like, where did we fucking meet?
He's like, yo, I recognize your voice.
Yeah, because that's right. Is that when you guys
The
were
calling
doing what was
Filling upward.
A previous podcast that shall not be named. Yeah. Honestly, probably. Yeah. Yes, we were.
Yeah, because Eric came on Filling Upwards, and that's how we got to know him like personally.
Yeah.
So Eric kind of like blazed the path.
Eric
for you.
Eric bought a piece. I can't even remember what he bought a number of years ago, and
he's a big art collector.
He's a huge art.
Was
collector.
it at the brunch? Was it like a centerpiece of the brunch? Like a
Oh
ball?
my God, I totally forgot.
Yeah.
Because he came on the pod, he was talking about he was spending.
I put a basketball in an ice cube.
Okay,
I think that's what it was.
I think so.
ice cold.
And then we're like chipping off the ice, like
The
making
George
drinks.
Gervin special. Was he the Iceman, George Gervin?
George
Yes.
Gervin was the
Nice.
Iceman.
You know me. I know. I'm a fucking
Oh,
jock.
look at you.
No, Eric came on the pod and was talking about collecting Warhols, like a Prince.
Warhol.
I mean,
What do you? How do you pronounce it?
Warhols. Andy Warhol.
Eric's collection, and I will not speak for it.
How is it pronounced?
Warhol.
Warhol. Whatever.
Warhols.
I'm a jock. I'm a jock.
Eric has an incredible art collection.
Really?
Like,
What's it worth?
So you're honored to be a part of it.
yes, I've lip sealed. But Eric put me in touch with Leo, and Eric.
So from that brunch,
He
like
connected the dots.
5 years ago, that's when the Reebok journey started.
No, the Reebok journey I think had started even before that.
Damn.
But I wear Club C's. Like Club
Right.
C's are my shit.
Did you wear Questions growing up? Because that's such an iconic.
Yeah, I mean,
With
but
the
like
fucking
I stopped
bee,
playing.
the
I
honeycomb soles.
stopped playing basketball freshman year in high school. I was 98 pounds going into my freshman year in high school,
Soaking wet.
and I was like, I'm gonna just get fucking
Destroyed.
killed. So
It's a wrap.
With the cornrows and everything.
no, I didn't have the cornrows freshman year in high school.
Smoking too many Newports run up and down the court.
Newport's Black and Milds.
So Allen Iverson, do you want to work with him on like the marketing or the release of it?
Yeah, is he going to be involved?
I think that a lot of that stuff is kind of autonomous
But-
from him.
Okay.
I don't believe he's going to be involved.
Hey, you saw him very fucking high at he's sitting
Bro,
courtside
he was
like
high as
smoked
hell.
out of his mind
Where?
recently.
Yeah, he was. It was all Star. It was All Star.
So speaking of All-Star,
Yeah.
2020 was another of my like wet dreams come true.
Okay, go on.
So I'm in Chicago.
Paint us a picture.
I'm in Chicago.
You were in All Star in Chicago
It
too.
was so cold.
It was freezing.
I was there
and-
with Puma.
and
Bad
I
boys.
just had my first show with Library Street, and it did well. And I was like, told Coco, I was like, I need just a boys' weekend. I want to go to the All-Star game. Ben Edgar is from Chicago,
Sure, right.
so I was like, I'm gonna go hang out with Ben. I had a bunch of friends who were doing stuff out there, and Virgil was out there doing a bunch of different like activations and stuff.
He
and-
did the whole NBA collection with like
Yeah.
Louis V. Yeah.
So I go and I was trying to meet with him while I was out there, and it just like wasn't happening. And then he hits me. He's like, "Hey, come to this shoe workshop." And I was like, "I do not do shoe workshops." But I was
Beneath
like,
my
"Okay,
pay grade.
I'd like this is the only time I'm gonna get to like see Virgil while I'm in Chicago." So I go there. It's Ben, Chuck Anderson,
The third member of the Brilliance.
member of the Brilliance, and
Shout out
Virgil
the Brilliance.
and a bunch of other people like customizing shoes. And I just gotten like a free ticket to the game, like nosebleeds from Nike.
You went out there with no ticket.
No ticket, but I was going to buy one, whatever.
Right, you're going to figure it out.
And I was going to figure it out. And Virgil says to me, he's like, "Oh, you sorted for tickets?" And I was about to be like, "Yeah." And Ben was like, "Say no."
Yeah, right.
So I was like, "Yeah, no, not really." And he's like, "Cool, like come with me." And Ben and Chuck came too. And we were courtside,
Sick.
sitting and
Feet on wood.
and
Yeah.
I was
Touch wood,
I
baby.
shouldn't say Ben and Virgil were courtside.
Right.
Me and Chuck were right behind Allen Iverson.
Oh, shit.
And he had this fucking mink coat on, the
Did he
Kobe
smell like
jersey. I mean, I can't speak. I can't.
Yeah, he
I can't
can't
speak.
remember.
I can't speak
It's a
bad.
bit
I can't
foggy.
speak. I can't speak
It's
bad on
legal
him.
in Illinois, I think.
I was just so like I
Yeah.
just wanted to reach out. And
Did you
touch
say
him.
what up?
Damn.
That's such like
But
a,
this is
a New
before
York
I was. But this is before I was the shoe.
No. I know, but that's such a
Yeah,
New
but
York thing where it's like
I wasn't
you
gonna-
see someone on the street and you're just like, oh fuck, but you don't talk about being too cool for school. Like
But
you don't
also,
want to look like a herb.
if he had turned around and like seen like all the gold and like everything, he wouldn't have known that you're a guy.
Yeah, maybe. I
The
definitely.
man's
had
a
this
walking
on,
Newport.
right.
He should have fucking just like how AI had somebody braiding his hair like when he was on the bench. He
Was
should
his
have gotten
mom's,
fucking
right? Was that his mom?
Yeah,
who
it
did
was. I
Yeah.
have a shirt with that full court
Sick.
press.
So, oh yeah, shout out Full Court Press. Great bet. Honestly, if you're into fucking Johns and sports or really basketball,
That's the best.
Full court press,
That's the
dude.
best
That's real
brand
shit.
out there with that.
100%.
All right,
So sitting behind AI, holy shit moment.
Yeah.
Shout out Virgil. For
So the
tips.
questions coming soon. Club Shees.
Coming soon.
Club tees.
Club tees. Club me's. Club me's.
The Club Wheeze, baby.
Club Wheeze. Yeah. It's for everybody.
Now that we got our parents, it's a Club Wheeze.
Another big thing happening is you're launching a product site soon. What's going to be on there?
Oh, yeah.
Besides this fucking amazing hat that we're going to be the proud owners of very shortly.
On my birthday. My birthday gift to you guys.
Yeah.
March 5th, day after my brother's birthday.
Wait, are you dropping more than the hat, or is going to be staggered drops? What's the plan there?
The goal right now is to do like one thing a month or one thing every other month.
Product.
Pre-order, or you're going to make limited runs, or we're not even there yet? We don't even know.
We're figuring it out.
Okay.
So
work in progress.
Clothing, like objects.
It's going to be a kind of a combination of everything. It's like so much of like, I love getting dressed in the morning. I fucking love it. Like, even though I just wear maybe jeans and a white tee.
You're like I would say you're like a steezy uniform guy. I would say.
Yeah. I mean, the uniform's kind of changing and getting tweaked.
There's permutations and mutations.
What's the studio uniform right now?
It's all white.
Really?
It's white shirts and
on his
white
Marcella
Dickies.
shit.
On his CPAC
and white
shit.
and white Club C's. But sometimes I don't like change. Like, this is the thing. I don't like changing when I get to the studio because it's cold.
You just want to go in.
And I end up ruining whatever I'm wearing. And then I'm like, fuck.
But
now I got to walk home looking like a fucking meat-packing bones.
Only ruining because like you don't want to be that guy on the street, but like you're not ruining.
I mean, if you see these pants, like there's no way you can make some of these white Dickies look cool. Some of them, sure. But like, when some of this resin stuff, I mean,
it looks like cum.
It really does look
dry
globular.
You
got cum on your Dickies.
Yeah.
Watch out. Can't get cum on the Dickies.
You know what?
So
I got cum on my Dickies too.
But the product site, it's going to be things that I wear that I've just like wanted to give to friends. And
we're going to see some Winston Goyards on there.
Ooh.
Yeah.
How many Winston Goyards do you have?
10 right now.
What? Word?
Yeah.
That's a lot. Let me hold one.
Did you buy the?
They're bootleg Goyards.
Oh, whoa!
Shit!
But I want to make the boot part.
Yeah, but on IG they look real as hell.
Yeah,
that's all I'm saying.
What filter are you using on there?
Not that you're trying to cap, but like,
I mean, when you're gonna buy one of the, I don't know what I'm gonna price them at, $5.95, $6.95.
We ever gonna see some jewelry on there?
Yeah.
Oh, you're gonna sell the fake Goyards with the Winston?
Yeah.
Oh, so those are fucking fire.
But the whole thing is like, I'm gonna make something bootleg. I'm gonna make you want it more than the real thing.
No, true. I mean, that is the beauty of art.
So John's accessories,
the whole Winston lifestyle.
Yeah.
Are we so you obviously have a deep relationship with a footwear brand, by which I mean Puma. No, Reebok. Reebok.
Puma.
Besides the fucking leaping big cat, have you ever been tempted to just say fuck it and collab with like a doo-doo ass brand?
No, absolutely not.
Never come close?
I mean, like I said, whatever.
You don't have a number. You don't have a number?
No.
Everyone has a number.
No, I do not have a number. There is a brand that shall remain nameless.
Yeah.
That
Amazon.
Protect the guilty.
I'd collab with Amazon. Fuck it.
Yeah, right.
They got bags too.
They got a good movie song.
And that bag ain't fake, dude. That's real Goyard
bags
money.
But there are just certain brands that there is not a number.
Right. It's just for you, it's binary. Yes or no.
I mean,
black or white.
Yes, it's black or white.
Is that because you're thinking long term about like the whole Tyrrell Winston?
I will never
brand?
retire. Like this is my life.
You will
like,
never retire. Damn.
I love this shit. I love this shit.
Yeah.
You know, it's like I wake up and it's the first thing I'm thinking. Like I go to bed, I'm putting notes in my phone.
Right.
Writing in
it's your existence. It's that much of a part of you. It's the fabric of your life.
I'm thinking about taking some time off next year. Things are going well. And
never retire, but next year I'm taking
sabbatical.
Well, but when I say taking time off, it's like
to raise your child.
No, I mean just
no.
Coco will do that.
You're like, totally no, I just mean I want to play video.
Love you, Coco.
Just put her in a Goyard bag.
Yeah, exactly. Little Goyard baby bag.
Wait, there's no way to verify this, but when we're talking about these brands that get fucking Dikembe'd out the fucking the second they get in the inbox, what is maybe, and there's again no way to verify this, what's like the biggest number that like you turned down? You're like, it doesn't even matter. And obviously, again, say whatever because there's no way to fact check this, but
it's in
like six figures.
Yeah,
and you're just like, I can't do it. Like, because you'd be like, I could not live with myself.
Yeah, I mean, right now,
it's gonna be a shitty fucking brand.
Right, right now,
I would love to put the speculation game.
Right now, the one I mean, obviously I have the Reeboks.
Right.
I'm hoping that we continue to work together.
But that's not necessarily like a money making endeavor, right?
No, but
I mean,
this is
more like a stamp of like an arrival.
That legitimizes you in ways that like other artists. Well,
that'll make you money in so many other ways.
It's
right?
you and it's fucking Charles and Ray Eames.
Yeah,
that's it.
Yeah,
100%.
Well, it's kind of crazy.
And Eric Emanuel.
It's kind of crazy because when
a shorts artist,
when Leo had brought me on to do this, he's like, I think you're like going to be the first artist to have this club C.
Probably.
Keith Haring just did a club C, or the Keith Haring estate
right.
did.
Yeah.
But like, that's again, excitement, exuberance. Like, that's fucking cool.
Are you the only living artist to do a club C?
Well, there you go.
I mean, well, it's also then what is an artist? You know? So,
Jound.
He's a
Mood
blog.
board.
Yeah.
Zood.
Our
Zood
I mean,
board.
and
Our
blogs art.
A curator.
I love those.
Yeah,
Those
they're
Jounds
good.
are just wild. He was the blueprint.
He was. For a lot of things.
He
Tumblr,
invented
Club
Tumblr.
C's.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
The most tasteful ape in the jungle.
Who's on your top 5 dead or alive artists?
Ooh.
Oh.
Not Mount Rushmore doing top 5. We're giving him an extra slot.
Okay, so
We have to. There's a
go.
lot.
Yeah.
David Hammonds.
Okay. Sure.
David Hammonds, 1.
Snowballs, man.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Snowballs,
Only
man.
he could really have a snow fight.
Shit, where were you at? Text me back.
Dash Snow.
Okay.
Oh, another
I feel
snowsman.
like there's
Yeah, right. It's a theme.
Commonality.
It's a theme.
Yeah.
Did you like the Dash Snow documentary?
Yes and no. Yes and no.
Did you, when you were, when was he, did you ever cross paths with him?
I never met him.
Okay.
I never met him.
Well, he must have been.
I had
he was at his
someone- I
height
had
when you were
someone-
like trying to make
Yeah.
when you're trying to like.
I was
going to say him and McGinley were definitely fucking running amok downtown when you were in
Him-
school.
and Dan Colin.
Sure. Yeah. The whole squadron.
So I'd say Hammonds, Snow, Caddy Nolan,
Okay.
Jeff Koons,
Mm-hmm.
and
like contemporary Jeff Koons, or like early Jeff Koons.
I fuck with all of it, honestly. Like
People hate, but like
You
And then-
his
and then
biggest
it's-
hater.
I never
I don't
think
know. You
about
know-
Jeff Koons.
You know who I really love as well?
Who?
Sterling Ruby.
Oh, yeah. What do you think of his clothes now that he's gone? Like,
I think they're tight.
they're kind of good,
I'm
right?
not-
They're literally tight. Like they're very tight. They're very hard to put
Listen,
on.
but like, have you seen photos of his studio in Vernon, California? Like, I
It's-
think it's like 140,000 square feet.
Yeah.
It's like an
He's a
airport
monster.
hangar.
It is.
like an airplane hangar.
It is like, hey, I literally want to build like a fucking White House in here. Sure,
Yeah.
do it.
He's a beast.
He's got his own like fucking town.
Yeah, I love it.
What do you listen to in the studio?
It's a lot of rap,
Right.
a lot of like soft rock,
Okay.
What's
like
soft
Dad
rock?
Rock, like Steely Dan?
like Genesis, Phil Collins.
Okay, sure.
Like
Respect.
I mean, poor Zach wants to fucking kill me.
So having a studio assistant.
Yeah.
Jeff Koons has 100 of them.
Yeah.
That do all his work.
It's an
for him.
assembly line.
What does your studio assistant, our guy Zebo, what exactly does he do?
The life of Zebo.
Zebo's the man. Zebo, well, I mean, outside of him being a personal counselor to me when I'm having meltdowns.
Is he like your litmus test? Like, yo, Zebo, what do you think? And he's like,
Sometimes,
This is hot. This is not.
He's
Copper drop.
skip or flip.
He's just so. I think he's 24 now, and he's just
Really?
like he's not weighing in unless he's like asked. So I
speak when spoken to?
Yeah.
but like I mean about art, but
Right.
in terms of like me and him have a
Otherwise,
very good
homie.
relationship.
Did he put
He's like
you
a
on?
little brother
Did he
to
put
me.
you on to throwing fits, or did you put him on?
I think I don't know.
The answer is he put you on.
He put me on. He put me on. He put me
Damn,
on.
he's fired tomorrow.
He drunkenly came up to me one time and was like, "Yo, bro, Fashion Bros shaped my life."
Oh, yeah, that's about right.
Shout out
Which is you're welcome.
Yeah. Zebo's.
But yeah, so what does he do? Is he actually doing work, or is he kind of just like tending
Oh, Zebo, like,
the property?
Mopping up piss.
no, that's the one thing he doesn't have to. Zebo will go out with me and change basketball nets. He works on my basketball
Are you
pieces. with me.
guys still doing that?
Yeah.
The net changing?
Yeah.
That's an underappreciated
That's real fucking work.
aspect that I think it was like there's a photo of you doing that in the New York Times piece on you.
Yeah.
But it didn't really focus on the fact that you are like putting nets up.
Essential work.
Shooting on a netless rim
Oh,
is
it's the
fucking
worst.
It's the worst.
bro.
I mean, I think,
I'd rather not do it. To be
this is an interesting
T-ball.
thing.
Oh, bro. No. but I enjoy it. It's therapeutic.
It makes the target bigger. Like
No,
the net
sure.
makes
It gives
the
you some
target-
It's
fucking
completely
depth
psychological. It's
perception.
depth perception.
Like,
Yeah, exactly.
and this is the thing. I'll change nets anywhere.
Yeah.
I mean, why? One of the reasons I'm moving to Detroit is so I can work with the materials of the city, and part of my show.
You found every cigarette butt in New York.
Exactly. There's nothing else. There's nothing else for me to conquer.
They're all counted for.
But I love, like, it's the simplest. It's the simplest gesture. You see something broken, fix it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Each one,
teach one.
And Tyrrell wept when there was no more cigarette butts to collect.
Take one, make one.
Take one, make one.
Ooh.
But now the thing is we don't just take them. Like, if there's no net, we'll still put one up.
Damn.
Are you still doing network?
Yeah.
Your net worth is your net's worth.
Yeah.
Oh, is that what I was wondering where that got it? Net.
See, people are like, "Oh, the intro doesn't make any sense." Like, what is he
one
even
guy
doing?
said that in Instagram comment, and now you're devoting time to it on the podcast.
If you know about Tyrrell,
they're going to rescind your Pulitzer if you don't shape up, bro.
It's a Pulitzer. A lot of these kids listening, most of them actually, either want to be a fucking creative director or just like a quote unquote creative.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of kids also say that they want to be, or they already are, an artist. So, like, what's your advice as an established artsman?
Mm-hmm. A superstar.
What's your advice to these
budding superstar,
young bucks, these young gohards that are actually trying to make a career out of it? What's your advice to them?
I mean,
like, foundational piece of advice, a real dart for the kids.
Look at artists that you admire. Look at their early work. And like, not just online, like, find a book, be it, if you can't afford, because artist books are fucking insanely
crazy,
expensive.
right?
Get something from the library. I mean, if it has to be online, sure, have it online. But like, to have that tactile like relationship and look at artists' early work. Like, I look at Jeff Koons's early work all the time. He was making things that were like a foot by a foot in a New York City apartment, and it was a mirror and sponges, or it was a mirror and like blow up things that you'd get from like a 99-cent store, like blow up animals or palm trees or whatever. You see that through line through his work today. And it's
everyone's
like,
got to start somewhere.
Everyone's got to start somewhere. I'd say that. And then, like, also, I preach about like participation and accessibility. And I don't think a lot of the art world like likes that. But
in what why don't they like it?
It's you know, it's like gatekeeping,
right?
Shit. But participation and accessibility, like, if you send me a DM and we start talking kind of vibe, and it's like, let it be. I don't need to see every single thing you've ever made.
Be intentional. Be
DMs later. You know, it's kind of one of these things where I love talking to young artists online. Like, I have found
you enjoy it.
I do. I have real relationships that are in real life, just not online, from people who've like just kind of cold DM'd me.
Sure.
But I do think there's this kind of thing, the fallacy of the internet and accessibility to people, where then people get really mad, like, oh, he blew me off, or he didn't, he didn't do.
They're oversharing,
and it's like, yo, just like,
they need to chill. Yeah,
we're not real friends. We're internet.
Yeah, but it's just like,
it's honestly
slow and steady wins the race.
It's also just like, have some self-awareness. Like,
yeah,
this dude isn't your 24/7 guidance counselor. You know, relax.
But I do
play cool.
But I also think there's like a really important
be cool, man.
But I think there's an important thing about mentorship, and like, that's something that I never had.
Are you mentoring artists now? Like, currently,
I'm trying.
But you're mentorless.
I was mentorless. Like, I didn't have, like, I never studio assisted for anybody.
Right.
Like,
did you try to?
I had kind of, and then it was just like,
anyone that we would know that you like threw a fucking cover letter towards. No, okay.
I'm not going to mention.
Fucking Jeff Koons. This man could have spit shined your balloon animals. With his cum.
Yeah.
Speaking of assisting, I'm trying to think of this transition. Oh, assisting ass. The word ass is in the word assist.
Transition God.
Which brings us to the next segment of this podcast, which is Deadass.
Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Let's go.
Can we get an art hoe vibe check real quick?
Yeah.
What's going on with the art hose?
What's
right
up
now?
with the heart hose, dude?
Art hose?
Yeah. What's the status?
What do you mean art hose?
Art hose.
I mean,
It's a type of bitch.
I'm married. I'm married.
No, I don't
not
mean like,
your
no,
art
just
hose.
like
Just art hose.
You go to a gallery opening, you go to a party with little tiny hamburgers. What is the art hose situation?
Are the art hose still art hoeing?
Are there mullets Kempt or unkempt?
Oh, so we're not talking about females. We're just talking about art hosts.
No, we're talking about females, to be clear. Well, there could be
Bushwick girls with small tattoos and the fucking balaclavas. Are they still popping?
Yeah.
Honestly,
are we buying stock in art hodom?
Just straight up, I don't do that stuff.
Of course.
No. When I say I don't do, when I say I don't do,
only
I
dudes fuck with your.
I don't go.
No women like Tyrell's work.
No, literally, someone said to me, "This is art for bachelors."
Yeah,
and I was like, meh.
The only person with worse demographics than you in terms of male female is Throwing Fits. The only
exactly.
We're like at a cool 90-10 split.
Are gallery openings still a good place to meet girls?
Yeah. How about that?
Free little.
Masks, little champers.
Not now. Masks. So many of these galleries, it's like you have to have the masks.
Yeah. Still?
Yeah.
No.
Whoa! This art hoe is busted.
Yeah.
I thought it was a balaclava.
A little too late.
It's her haircut.
A little too late.
No, but honestly, I don't really go to open unless it's a friend's opening out here. I think
really? So you're over it? Or are art parties, which a lot of people in New York would say like they're whack now, they're burnt, they're washed.
But I think
because the crowd is all
the only time I used to go. The only time I used to go was when I was really poor to get free alcohol.
Exactly.
100%.
Seriously.
Same thing with fashion parties and little bites.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, I'm not kidding. Like I'd be like, sick. I have no money.
Hold up. There's shrimp salad on a Triscuit?
Yeah. A little brisket burger.
Say less, dude.
I never ate better than when I was fucking broke and went to fashion.
So yeah, but I don't go to openings unless it's a friend's opening. I think openings are now I'm gonna sound elitist, but openings are the worst place to see art. You're just gonna see a bunch of fucking people who want to be like, oh, who's here?
Right. 100%.
It's like when we're talking to each other, I'm actually like looking over your shoulder.
Yeah,
like,
but everyone better come to my fucking opening.
Right.
When's that?
Well, there's gonna be one in New York soon.
Woo.
TBD.
We'll be there.
Send us the invite. We'll be there.
I'll
be looking for every brisket.
I will make sure.
What's the food situation going to be like?
What kind of finger foods?
But I also don't think a lot of serious galleries don't do the finger food stuff. They might do champagne,
right? For sure,
or a beer. But like, it's the people who are like, no one's going to come to see the art, so we
got to have an open bar and get
catering by Wild Air.
Get some fucking scrimp.
Tyrell, how much money do you make?
It's not 7 figures yet.
Not yet.
Oh, but that to you is like that's the mark of a superstar artist. 7 figures on the mark.
Oh God, no! It's way more than that.
Is it 7 figures per piece? That's the mark. A star artist. A star.
I mean, that's down the road.
Okay.
I'm doing very well.
You feel good. You're on the right trajectory.
Yeah.
What's your next Attaboy purchase going to be?
Oh yeah, have you thought about that? Like what's the whip right now? You said you have a Jeep, right?
So we
can upgrade that.
I have I wanted a G-Wagon, and Coco said, she is my better half. She said to me, don't be an asshole.
Does she keep you in check with your assholery?
Oh my God. Yeah.
What kind of monster would you be without her,
I would be
dude?
She asks me.
You'd be the worst. You'd be the worst best bachelor.
You'd fucking take a helicopter
here. The fucking
Uber chopper to the roof.
Off the charts. No, she's.
Wait, you have a Wrangler? You have a Grand Cherokee or what?
A Wrangler?
A Grand Cherokee 2020, blacked out, murdered out.
So it's like the coolest
good sound system,
Grand
in Jeeps.
Yeah. So and then when we moved to Detroit, I think we're gonna. She wants a Tesla, so I think.
Okay,
nice. What's on your New York bucket list, food and drink wise, before you move to Detroit? Like, what are the must hits? Lilia, Cafe Lilia, which
we go there all the fucking time,
right?
We're Lilia hoes.
Lil Hose.
My experience there, I would say overrated.
This is the cafe.
Oh, okay. I can get a reservation there. Well, how did we get a reservation there? You pulled it.
Well, Skeet Davidson and fucking.
They were in the tent. They were in the end tent.
Really?
Yeah. You didn't see that?
Go inside.
Yeah, they were in the tent on Valentine's Day.
That's cute.
Yeah.
Wait, so now it's even more burnt. Yes. To use a term I've used a few times.
We get coffee there a lot. Killer egg sandwiches.
And little sandwiches. The pastry shop across the street, Princess or Cafe Tomoko.
Wait, how
big
long
recommend.
Are you in Brooklyn? Do you live in Brooklyn?
I live in Brooklyn. I live a mile from here.
Bro, a mile. Sorry.
God damn.
What do you like to spend your money on?
Wikipedia hasn't been updated.
What do you like to spend your money on besides jewels and...
Wait, what about the hit list? Well, he's not
hit list.
But then we'll get to fucking...
Honestly,
Commodore Hot Breast.
Oh, I love the Commodore. And the kitchen's back open.
Yes, sir. So have you been back?
No, have not.
Go back.
Things have changed since I have a baby. Like I have like a 6 p.m. curfew now.
Well, you got
Well, that's
2.5 hours to
when we're
hang out.
scheduling this. You're like, no, I'm definitely coming to you. Please get as many beers as possible. You're like, please, God, please. Okay, so Lilia, Commodore.
Like I'm not a foodie. Like I can't front like I am. Like I eat.
What about bar wise though?
Yeah, just like what are the haunts?
I love shit bars.
Yeah.
Like I love like a bar that no one wants to go into. Do you remember there was a bar by May called Gatsby's for a while?
Oh my God.
It was-
Well, first of all, don't slander. Gatsby's is like the sports bar downtown. It was almost
it
like the
always
more
smelled. It always smelled like chlorine and throw up.
Well,
But
that's how
what
you know
kept
it's good.
everyone- And it was like,
Yo, that was one of, we were talking many moons ago on the pod about pandemic casualties, and I threw that out because that was a great place to go and watch a game and get some wings.
And there's never, you'll always
And
have
you know
a
why?
seat.
Because Finelli doesn't have TVs, bro. Finelli should just
And I love
in television.
I love
Yeah,
Finelli's.
nah.
But like, let's go. I want to do a shit bar in
Crawl.
the best way, like crawl.
Yeah.
Toad Hall,
Yep.
which is by Finelli's.
Mm-hmm.
Vig Bar.
Yep.
Vig bar?
Oh, I'll fuck.
Do you ever
with
go
Vig
to
Bar.
Soho Room? That's gone now too. That
don't
close. That was
I don't-
closer to that was
Um,
Spring and Six.
Spring Lounge?
Yeah,
Spring
classic.
Lounge, like when I've had too many of whatever the espresso drink that I have at Amea's, then I go over there and wash those down with some gin and tonics. I
Yeah.
mean, woo.
Damn.
Spring Lounge is tough on like a late Friday, late Saturday, which I know we're not talking about. This is like, middle of the week.
No, I'm talking middle
Midday
of the
type
fucking
shit.
Monday.
Yeah, no, 100%.
We're going there after this.
Yes.
Also, Rockarola. It's around the street from me.
Yo, big fucking beers in the
in the
goblet.
chalice, in the frozen chalices.
I would say that like
Yes, they
Yes,
frost their
they
mugs.
frost
no, that
their
place
mugs.
rocks. I would say, I mean, that's not shady. Right? That's not-
It's shitty.
but
It's shitty. Same people as Lucky Dog and one other bar, which I'm forgetting, but Lucky Dog's great.
No, Rock
Dog
and
bar.
Roll.
I'm trying to think. Like, where's a nice? I had this meal.
I mean, Commodore. Commodore is a great fucking bar.
That's not a shit. That's not a shit.
No,
bar. That's
but,
above. What's above shit?
It's pretty shitty still, even
Yeah,
though the
but
clientele is like kind of.
but shit, I say in the most endearing. Like, these are the places I love.
No, sure.
Like,
You been to A Bar on Manhattan Ave?
I probably have.
We'll
I
go there.
think if there's a
It used to be called No Name Bar. Now it's called
If there is a bar, I have
I've
been
been
there.
there.
And
Downtown?
we're talking about a bar. So
Down-
yes, he's been there.
All right, so like spend your money in shit bars.
Yeah, okay.
What's the most a piece of yours has sold for?
Yeah. What can you say?
And is that public knowledge? I don't even know.
Yeah. Choose your words wisely.
well over
bro.
100.
Yeah.
Yeesh.
Shit.
Is it that
Fuck
big fucking
Is it the
joint
bi- is
in
it the
Mexico
banger?
City?
Might be.
Yeah.
It's gotta be,
That's-
right?
That would be a potential option of one of the big dogs. Yeah.
Might be.
It's got to be.
Cool.
Well, Tyrell, you're doing fucking incredible. Whether
Yeah.
we're measuring it financially, whether we're measuring it by the number of times you've been on throwing fits, whether we're measuring it by the number of times we've all just enjoyed each other's company.
One pod god.
You're
One
doing
pod god. I
fucking
like that.
incredible. That being said, Lawrence and I would love to offer up some constructive criticism. Just
Why
real
not?
quick before
Hey,
you go.
please hit me with it.
You mentioned this studio of yours that isn't infested with rats fucking each other for slices of pizza or anything like that. It's actually kind of nice right now.
Wait, the rats are fucking each other to get pizza?
Yeah, it's a
In
whole
this
like
scenario?
rat.
It was
it's a whole
never
like, rat
rats, it was
pizza.
mice.
It's a real rat fuck.
It was a ratatouille.
Let us record in studio, bro.
Okay.
Zebo can fucking
when
run the
you
audio.
Move, the studio it's a wrap, or is it gonna?
I'm keeping another studio though.
Well,
I have
then-
another studio.
Yo, can we
Can we
occupy
rent it
Art
out?
Street?
Can we rent it out? Maybe fucking.
Yeah, what are you gonna do when you're not
see what
here?
the art
It's
hoes
just
are
gonna be a
about?
veil.
Yeah. I mean, Zach's gonna. I'm because I'm gonna be coming back and forth in this move to Detroit. Right now, it's 6 months.
Ish.
Right. That's the plan.
ish. But I'm keeping a studio that's like 500 square feet.
Best laid plans. You know what they say.
Let's talk.
Does
Yeah.
Zach make art?
Yeah, he does. And Zach's an incredible artist. Like straight up, like I wouldn't.
But his shit doesn't sell
He's
for
like-
6 figures.
His shit.
Yeah, well.
You're saying he's
Yeah,
next
well.
up? Like
I mean, I don't want to work with someone who's not next up.
that's fair. Okay, so your studio is going to be available to us whenever we want.
We'll
carte
talk.
blanche.
We'll
Just figure it
talk.
out.
We'll talk. We'll talk.
All right, cool. Zach, we're gonna holler at you. Here's one. I don't know how often do you go to Art Basel.
The last time I was there was, I think, 2015 or 16.
Okay.
Is that something that in the art world, just like, I do not want to
Yeah,
have to do
you're like,
anything
this
with
is
that? Like,
actual dog shit.
So when I was going there, it was before I was popping as an artist.
Yeah.
I was going with MTV.
okay. Part of your 9 to 5.
Part of my 9 to 5. Art Basel's wild, but when I go, first off, I don't like art fairs. Like
Just generally as a blanket statement.
they're
Even though that first look that you got was at an art fair in
100%,
Brussels.
and I think that's fine.
Brussels.
But I also think a lot of it. That was my entry point. I didn't have like
A
that was
evil.
that was someone taking a chance on me, and that was the only
You had to.
key
Yeah.
that I had to a castle.
Right.
That was it. So if I didn't do that, I don't think we'd be having this conversation.
No,
Okay.
we'd love you even if you weren't a successful artist.
All right. Well, so
But-
all of that aside. Well, no, continue, please. Sorry.
But
I'm about to say something
but
not
no,
serious.
No,
so
but
we
I
don't
just think
really
that art fairs. I just think that art fairs are the worst place to
Right.
see art, and it's just like it's a dick measuring contest out there. Oh, I sold this for this much money.
Right,
But, like,
right.
you can't see anything unless you're there on the preview day or your VIP because there's so many goddamn people there.
Sure.
Like I was just in Armory with Marianne Boesky and Library Street, and it was just there's just people everywhere.
It's a circus.
it's a mob.
fucking circus.
It totally
How many
is.
bananas taped to walls did you see?
None. None.
So anyway, I guess this all leads up to my piece of constructive criticism is when you decide to make
Your triumph
your
of
return, right, as a fucking burgeoning superstar of the art world to Art Basel. I was take us with you so that we could just do all the drugs together. That was my only piece of
100%.
constructive
Make sure I
criticism.
have babies.
Yeah,
Yeah.
please.
Right.
Yeah, I'm not-
Childcare.
Yeah.
Byron. We need childcare in this country. Tyrell, thank you for coming on.
Woo,
Only
the one
Podcast Matters.
podcast.
Yo, where can the kids follow
Oh, yeah, what do you
What
wanna
wanna plug?
Go crazy, bro. The floor is yours.
Just Tyrrell Winston. That's my jam.
on
Are you-
all channels. I've seen you being more active on Twitter, which I love.
Yeah.
You like a lot of things on Twitter. Do you be tweeting?
I be tweeting.
He be tweeting, bro.
I be
He's getting
I be
into it.
tweeting my like yay shit. You know.
What does that mean? Unhinged,
It's like what the
psychopathic
fuck? What the
thought?
fuck is this emoji?
yeah. It's just like real positive self talk.
Yeah.
I'll be laying in bed, couple of drinks, like yeah.
Affirmation.
Go get it, superstars.
My man is manifesting.
yeah.
Okay,
Tyrell. So the Club Shees are coming out on March 5th.
No.
May.
They're
May.
coming out the beginning of May.
March 5th is your product site launch.
Yes.
What's the site?
TyrrellWinstonProduct.com.
There you fucking go.
well, we need that plug because that's a bit of a
And
mouthful.
the Club Shees.
Yeah, but this is the other thing. No one's gonna get it right because my name has 2 R's, 2 L's.
that is
and
also
everyone's
true.
always like, I can't.
You ever think about just adding a second Y? That might even be easier. Honestly, two T's, 2 T's, 2 Y's, 2 R's, 2 E's, 2 L's.
it's the Irish spelling.
Yeah.
Tyrell, thank you for
Thanks,
coming on
bud.
to the
Great
only
to have you,
podcast
man.
that matters.
Long
Jeff,
time coming.
hit that motherfucking Phantom Planet.
On the stereo, listen as we go. Nothing's gonna stop me now. California, here we come. Right back where we started from. A pedal to the floor.